Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 78 of the Can I Say Something podcast. I'm your host and a recluse with a juicy caboose, Damian. We're coming to you live from beautiful downtown, my blanket fort, my living room. Across from me, we have a person, woman, man, camera, TV, everyone's favorite troglodyte Philistine.
Hi, I'm Deej.
And on my left, we have a woman, a lethal cunning.
Carrie.
And on this week's episode of Can I Say Something, another cage match to the death match. This week's combatants being the 2015 Ridley Scott directed The Martian.
At around 4:30 a.m., our satellites detected a storm approaching the Ares 3 mission site on Mars. The storm had escalated to severe, and we had no choice but to abort the mission. But during the evacuation, astronaut Mark Watney was killed.
I'm entering this log for the record. This is Mark Watney, and I'm still alive. Obviously. I have no way to contact NASA or my crewmates. But even if I could, it would take 4 years for another manned mission to reach me. And I'm in a hab designed to last 31 days. So, in the face of overwhelming odds, I'm left with only one option. I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this.
That's from the trailer for The Martian, starring, here we go, Matt Damon, Jessica Chastain, Kristen Wiig, Jeff Daniels, Michael Pena, Sean Bean, Kate Mara, Sebastian Stan, Ansel Henny, and Chiwetel Ejiofor, Benedict Wong, Mackenzie Davis, Donald Glover. Whew. And that'll be going up against the 2014 Christopher Nolan directed Interstellar.
This world's a treasure, but it's been telling us to leave for a while now.
Your daughter's generation will be the last to survive on Earth. You're the best pilot we ever had. Get out there and save the world.
Everybody ready to say goodbye to our solar system? To our galaxy? Here we go.
That's from the trailer for Interstellar, starring Ellen Burstyn, Matthew McConaughey, Mackenzie Foy, John Lithgow, Timothy Chalamet, and Anne Hathaway, Wes Bentley, and that is from 2015, directed by Christopher Nolan. Right into the show, bicycle@gmail.com, bicycle on Twitter, BISICKLE, subscribe to iTunes, Stitcher, all that stuff. What's up, guys? How we doing?
I just want to say, I am cognitively there. I'm with it, cognitively.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted you all to know that.
Okay, great. Is that a quote from the movie I'm missing?
No, you're doing the test. I caught you doing the test. The test.
Oh, yes.
The mental test that the president showed us that he can do. That was great.
Yeah.
Because he's cognitively there.
Right.
I just wanted you to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, well, no, you should know that I am there. You didn't do the test yet. What are the words? What are the words I said? Repeat them back to me.
I guess oh, shit.
Exactly.
Donald Trump is literally smarter than me.
So we have The Martian versus Interstellar. Without giving anything away, again, we'll do play the
cage match.
Yes, without giving away our opinions or
not showing our hand.
Yeah, without showing our hand, without not telling what movie we thought was better. What do we think about Martian versus Interstellar? General thoughts.
Go ahead, Carrie.
I was excited about this one. I enjoyed both of them.
Science, bitch.
So much science. I love science. I love space. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff. These are my favorite.
It took us a long time to get through both of these movies.
They're long.
It took us like a full week, like 3 days each to finish these.
Spaced about 45 minutes at a time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because we're old and we like to get our rest.
I don't know about you guys, but these are my 2 favorite lineups we've done so far. 2 favorite movies so far out of all of them.
Get out. Really?
No, I'm serious. Absolutely.
No way.
Yes way.
That's cool. I mean, you did suggest it, so it kind of makes sense.
I feel like it was a collaborative effort. I feel like it was a team effort, team decision.
I mean, we agreed on it, yeah, but for
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
I mean,
I
usually
was
we do it
excited
randomly,
for it.
but you definitely dropped the
Yeah.
sci-fi. Let's do sci-fi this time, and then boom, which worked because we had just watched Interstellar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that had Timothy Chalamet in it,
It
Carrie's
did.
young boyfriend.
I
So
had-
she had already watched this.
Yes. Yes. I've
Yeah.
watched every one of his movies that I can find.
Right.
Yeah. Also, I enjoyed both these movies for different reasons. I think colonizing Mars is a very interesting premise, and it'd be interesting to see if it can be done. Also, wormholes, or not wormholes. Yeah, was it worm? Yeah, it was a wormhole.
Wormholes, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are pretty neat, man. Pretty freaking neat. So
Yeah.
I like both the movies. Yeah, you don't know which
It
one
was
I'm
hard
going
for me to rank these and choose a winner. I won't tell you which one I chose, but it was a difficult decision. They're very closely ranked to me.
I respect both combatants.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Deanne, can you play the spoiler drop? Because I want to get into some spoiler territory right away.
Sure can, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
Attention. Spoilers incoming. In 3. I see dead people. 2.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
1.
If I did have a tune, I'd name it Marla.
Yeah. So one of the very first lines of Interstellar, do you remember what one of the first lines of Interstellar was said by Murph to Cooper?
Yeah, Houston, we have a problem.
Not quite. Close.
Oh,
Murph comes into the room. Murph comes into her dad's room, right? And he's asleep, and she says, "I thought you were the ghost." So you know foreshadowing, like big time foreshadowing. Like if you've seen this movie before, just spoiler for Interstellar. If you've seen this movie before, you know that Cooper was the ghost, right?
Yeah, real quick, we played the spoiler drop, so you don't have to advertise spoiler.
Sure. But so
I actually didn't hear her say that because we had to turn the volume, like we had to play with the volume so much with this movie, like half the stuff they're saying, I'm like, what are they saying? I can't hear it. So we turn it up.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey is a goddamn mumbler.
We turn it up to like 40, and then all of a sudden the music or something, an explosion would happen. We'd be like, oh my God, turn it down!
Just like that peaked. That's what it would sound like. She's showing red on the board right now. So.
Oh, me? Oh, she is?
No, Carrie was showing red on the board.
Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, it's funny because what's his name? Tars is talking to Cooper after they go down, after Cooper's, what do you call them? His space comrades, whatever they are. They go down for the nap, and he's the one left awake. And Cooper's talking to Tars about like, is Bran into Edwards? I think, right? And Tars is like, I don't know, maybe. But when he first started talking, Tars is like, why are you whispering? They can't hear you. And I thought it was a interesting reference to how Matthew McConaughey talks. Like you just said, he whispers a lot. Did you get that reference or no?
No, I didn't. No, the thing, were they whispering when they said that? Because
yes,
I mean, we're not being like hyperbolic here.
Yeah.
Like we had a lot of problems understanding a lot of the dialogue in the movie.
You didn't want to throw up subtitles. That you think that would have ruined the experience for you?
I didn't know that was an option.
Oh, okay.
Who didn't have it as an option? So
a couple of peccadillos I have, which is my thing about movies is Romilly when they are on the water planet and it's 7 years for every hour they're on the planet, right?
Yeah.
And they get back on
like that.
they get back on the ship and they meet Romilly again. He's been on the ship for 23 years. He doesn't look anything worse. Like I understand black doesn't crack, but come on. He's got like a few white streaks in his beard, but he looks basically the same as he did 23 years ago. That sort of bothered me.
You know what? Actually, I missed that entirely. That going to the planet aged them.
Yes.
And then going back, like that guy was supposed to be older.
Yes.
I totally missed that. Yeah, you're right. Like even not paying attention, I noticed no difference. Now I would say I wasn't paying attention, but I definitely didn't catch that. And I noticed that I did not notice at all that he was supposed to have aged.
Right.
Really?
Really, yeah.
Really?
Carrie, did you notice that?
There you go. I mean, you're absolutely right. Black don't crack.
Carrie, did you
What
notice?
if, what if the
didn't
director
age?
just came out and said it just like that? It's like, that guy didn't age. Is that not weird to you? And it's just like, well.
Yeah. So I know Dion has a heart of stone. Your heart is made of, I don't know, poop or something. I don't know what it's made of.
Oh, it's black. It's the the nothingness from
Right.
like not Fantasia, Never Ending Story.
Yeah,
it's that.
It's that. So some emotional moments. There are many emotional moments in this movie that got me teary eyed. When Cooper leaves the first time and Murph runs out of the house after he's already left because she didn't say goodbye to him, or they left on bad terms.
Right. Don't leave. Don't let me leave like this, Murph.
Yeah. And then when Cooper comes back from the water planet and he watches that first message he got from his son, from Tom, Murph didn't leave him a message the first time, right? Or did she?
Murph took forever to leave a message.
Yeah. But yeah, that whole scene where he sits down and he just starts, he just loses it. That's yeah.
Yeah, he had his hand over his mouth.
Yeah.
Like holding in the sobs.
He didn't hold in anything, really. It was a full...
Well, I mean, he tried to. The hand was there, but it was just escaping through his fingers. He couldn't hold it all.
The damn burst.
All the crying and the tears just slipping through.
Yeah, so that didn't crack your heart of stone at all?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it would.
No, it really it didn't. And I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I got it. I was watching it all happen. And when it comes to kids, like, I get it. But, yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah, I mean, a pang. I felt a pang.
Okay. Carrie, did this?
You know what did get me though? Hold on. You know what did get me?
Huh?
Like when the son had, I mean, because everyone knows my one weakness is like children, like babies and stuff. So when the son was saying like he showed him his grandchild, yeah, his grandchild, and then the next message he sent was like it's been hard for me to do these kind of things since his son, and you later find out that his infant son, I assume it was infant still because he didn't look like he aged too much after that,
right?
But he died. His first son died,
right?
So it was like, oh, that one hurts. And then like that's kind of like the son who was always there, like sending the messages. He's like, yeah, I think I just gotta stop doing this shit. It's like, oh no, that one hit me.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's just between the daughter and the. I know that was the kind of the relationship they really wanted the viewer to focus on, but
right.
I don't know. It didn't really hit.
Okay.
What do you think?
I missed the beginning of the point you're trying to make.
Go ahead, Damian. Refresh your memory.
Oh, he has a heart of blackness. Like he has a heart of tar.
Oh no. We all know that.
Oh.
The what you were talking about though.
I was asking if it cracked his heart of stone at all.
Oh yes. Yes.
When you play back of the videos.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
he was sobbing
that was rough.
into his hands.
Yeah.
That was rough.
How did that hit you, Carrie?
Yeah, it was tough. I don't know. I really liked this movie, but I had some issues with it, and the biggest issue I had that I couldn't really get past was that Coop totally favors the daughter over the son, and it was like bothering me so much that when he's like crying over his son, I'm like, yeah, you barely even said goodbye to him. You were so worked up about your daughter being mad at you. He barely even said goodbye when he left and didn't even know if he was going to ever see him again. And even at the end when he reunites with Murph, no mention of the son. No mention at all.
Yeah.
So he's playing favorites so much.
I just want to get you real quick because I know that I had a problem with you. With the son thing though, like the son, I don't remember how old was the boy when he left.
I don't know, like 16.
Yeah,
16?
okay. So I mean, at that point, he was just like, like I'm ready to take your mantle, Dad. Like I'm like a 16-year-old. Like he's like, I'm ready to do this. I want to be a farmer like you and all that stuff. So when your dad's about to leave and he's kind of giving you the keys, like you're the man of the house, and like he's not gonna be like, Dad, don't go. Like he's gotta be like, You're damn right, Dad. I'm ready for this.
Not.
That's why the goodbye
I'm not
wasn't.
criticizing the reaction of the son. I'm criticizing Coop for not being more emotional about leaving his son. He's like so upset about leaving his daughter and doesn't show any emotion about leaving his son.
I think he knew. I think they all knew that the daughter was more fragile. But I mean, in the end, that turned out kind of be wrong because the son was super fragile.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler. Sorry.
I loved the music in Interstellar. I think the church organ music was perfect for some of these scenes. When Doyle dies on the planet, that was great music in the background there. Also during the docking sequence after Matt Damon's man dies, when the space station is spinning and they have to dock with it. That was intense. That was super intense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The intense music really kind of bothered me after a while.
Boy.
We kind of watched.
Oh boy.
What's that?
I said, oh boy.
We kind of watched this movie like twice. So like, the thing is, on the second watch, I was like, I really felt like the last 30 minutes of the movie was just. Dun, 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 dun. It's like, I get it. All these moments are suspenseful, but Jesus, make a new song. The first time I heard the organs, I was like, yeah, I'm feeling it. And then like afterwards, it's like, all right, this is it's played out. Yeah, a little overkill.
All right, that's fine.
What'd you think, Carrie? Break the tie.
I don't really have an opinion about the music.
Stalemate.
It just was. It was annoying of having to like crank the volume up to be able to hear them talking and then crank it down again.
Yeah. The thing is, this movie was absolutely made for theaters.
We're watching it with sleeping kids upstairs, so.
Yeah.
At one point, I just like threw the remote in the air and my hands were up. It's like I don't know. Carrie's like, you're right. I don't know what to do with this.
All right, so that's our thoughts on Interstellar. I have many things.
I have a couple more. I had a couple more things
sure.
I'd like to add.
Sure.
About. So my biggest issue was the favoritism of the children.
Mm-hmm.
Wormholes, like they're just too much for my brain to comprehend. Like wormholes in like more than 3 dimensions and all that stuff. Like it just. Whoa, like I can't figure it out, so it just bothers me that I can't figure it out.
I thought the guy did a good job of explaining it, how he was like talking about how it's like on a plane like stretched out, but then like you take the paper and you curve it and then you just stab the pen through it.
Yeah.
Like that made a lot of sense to me. I was like, geez, that's like the easiest way to explain.
But how did the wormhole get there?
Didn't they put it there?
People put it there. How? Like
with the technology,
I don't get it.
with the physics that McConaughey sent in Morse to his daughter.
Yes.
She figured everything out. The eureka moment.
Yes.
It's too much for my brain. That is something I liked more about The Martian was The Martian. I understood not everything, but it all made sense to me. Like this stuff was just too much for my brain to comprehend. One other thing, I just don't like Anne Hathaway, and I can't figure it out. I just don't like her. I don't know if it's her face or her mouth. It might be her mouth.
Okay, well, we're focusing on the head region. All those things are from her head.
I'm like, stop talking.
So, is it safe to say if we remove her head from her body, would you enjoy Anne Hathaway's body of work? It would literally be a body of work.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. I can't put my finger on why I don't like her. You know who my favorite characters were in this movie? The robots. They're so cool.
They're so creepy.
I love them.
I hate the way they run.
That was cool.
That was creepy.
When the one went to go rescue Anne Hathaway in the tidal wave, it just turned into like an asterisk.
Yeah.
And
when the lab blew up and he's like scrambling out like a hybrid gorilla cheetah
mix. That was so cool. And he jumps into the spaceship.
100% terrified. He leaps into the spaceship. He has no thumbs or fingers and he just like the corner is on the lip and he lifts himself. It made no sense. I know he's a robot. I know I need to suspend disbelief, but come on. You need a thumb for that.
Yeah. That tidal wave sequence gave me major anxiety.
Yes.
Watching the wave. Oh, that was like, oh my God. I have nightmares about this.
Again, I felt nothing.
Those are mountains.
I also, the hibernation stuff gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Like watching them get like vacuum sealed into this bag of water all around. I'm like, what? That's weird.
Yeah, I agree. That was creepy.
And last note I have is Matt Damon cries the same way in this movie as he did in Good Will Hunting. Did you notice?
I don't think I've watched Good Will Hunting, so.
It's a very dramatic. I don't know that I could do an impression.
When he got out, when he was like,
oh yeah.
Okay.
Like it's very loud and
like
your
his mouth like fully open.
Yeah,
It's not your fault.
like a sniffle.
It's not your fault, Matt.
And now you're fine, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess, wait, would you cry like that? How long had you been up there? He's like, I never thought I'd see another human again. Like, I don't know. I might react in a weird way. I think that at that point, your body just takes over.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely cry in that moment, but I'm just saying, is that how Matt Damon really cries?
It was definitely an ugly cry.
Yeah,
It was an ugly
yes,
cry.
of course it was. Although I feel like I just criticized the movie a lot, I really enjoyed it. But I did, like I said, I had some.
Nice.
Had a
The
couple
listener
issues.
has no idea which way you're leaning.
I haven't said a single thing. Well, I have said a single thing about The Martian.
Yes.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Okay. So The Martian, multiple notes here. Chris Hadfield said the environment of Mars is not realistic as the atmosphere would be too thin to be able to be pushed around large debris as seen in the beginning, but the science behind growing food on Mars is the most accurate. He also said, this is for First Man. Remember First Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said
that dude, that guy that you like?
Yeah, the guy that I like. Chris Hadfield said the depiction of the sound inside the shuttle is inaccurate because an astronaut is in his vacuum sealed suit and he has, microphone and headphones on around his head, so there would not be that much rattling as we see in the movie. Also, he said everyone in First Man was way too sad. So I think you guys said that too, right?
Yeah, I mean the whole thing, it just seemed like it was about his daughter.
Yeah.
And while I get that to him maybe it was, but it made it seem like everything in that movie was like, I need to do this for the kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. Everybody seemed sad. Everybody was sad for him. He was sad for himself or sad for his daughter. So yeah, you're right.
Overall, Martian was a lot funnier, obviously, than Interstellar. I don't think there was one laugh in Interstellar. Maybe when Murph figures out the quantum physics, right?
That was a laugh.
She throws the papers and she's like, "It's a tradition, Eureka! It's a tradition." Anyways,
no. There's another laugh.
Okay,
what is it, Carrie? What was it?
Another laugh in Interstellar.
Yeah. It's a meme.
Oh yeah,
it's a meme, guys.
Yeah,
that maneuver's gonna set us back 51 years.
Yeah. Let's see. So, getting back to Martian, Matt, one of my funniest quotes in that movie is, "I would love to solve this problem right now, but my balls are frozen." When he's in the so he's in the rover and it's very, very cold. Let's see. So, a little factoid here: the Cloak and Dagger meeting to propose the Rich Purnell maneuver is dubbed the Project Elrond after the Council of Elrond in the Lord of the Rings. When this name is questioned, the first character to explain it is Henderson, played by Sean Bean. Bean played Boromir in The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, and was present during the council. During the Council of Elrond discussion, Teddy Sanders states that he wants to be called Glorfindel. While many people assume this was a joke, this was him making a joke by being a silly, vaguely elvish-sounding name, there is actually a minor character from the Lord of the Rings novels named Glorfindel, who is responsible for transporting Frodo on the last leg of the flight to Rivendell. The role performed by Arwen in the film, and later participates in the council as one of Elrond's chief advisors. His name means golden-haired, and actor Jeff Daniels has blonde hair.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's the circle, the circle of cinema.
Good stuff.
One of the sections in the book that was taken out from the movie, when Mark takes the rover to get to the transport thing. What was it called? Ares 4, right?
Ares 4 was the name of the mission that was going to rescue him in like 4 years.
What was the name of the ship then? The shuttle that he gets in to leave? I don't remember. But anyways, when he goes there in the book, that takes like the last third of the book is him getting to there. And at one point, there's a major sandstorm that he has to go around. And to figure out where the storm is moving, he puts down multiple solar charging panels, and he figures out which panel charges the least. Because that's the panel where the storm is the thickest.
Yeah.
So he goes in the opposite direction of wherever the storm is the thickest. So
Interesting.
That was pretty cool. Yeah. And also he loses communication with Earth about halfway through the book, because he was doing those rivets through the top of the rover to pop out the top of the rover. And the electronic drill that he was using, he stood it against the rover that he was using to communicate, and it shorted it out. So halfway through the book, he loses all communication with Earth. So that's something they took out there, because he had full communication throughout the whole movie, right?
Not at the beginning.
Yeah, he had to find the thing to
the
open
old
up the
thing
line.
that like died in 1997.
Yeah, the Mars
rover.
Yeah,
yeah.
What was it called? It had a name to it. What's the name of the rover? It had a name, right?
I always thought it was the Mars rover.
I like the way they talk, like, check yes or no.
Yeah.
They, like, tip the thing back and forth.
1997.
It's like sending notes like in school. Do you like me? Yes or no. That would have been the first picture I would have sent. Do you like me? Yes or no.
Sojourner. Sojourner was not the name of it. What the hell?
Opportunity?
Pathfinder. Yeah. Remember, because they had a replica made, and they had to go there, and they meet all the old people that were on the first project. Anyways.
Curiosity?
No. Pathfinder was the one in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely didn't take explicit notes. I probably should have, because when it comes to space stuff, I'm like an absolute idiot.
Yeah. So Matt Damon had a body double for the last third of the movie. He said that after Courage Under Fire, he would never lose that much weight again.
Yeah, I thought that too. It didn't look so bad. Because it's probably the fourth time I've watched this movie, but the first time I watched that, I'm like, holy crap, he looks disgusting right now. But then I'm like, I seen Christian Bale.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, it could have been worse. But it was gross the first time I saw it. But this last time I watched it, I'm like, he lost a lot of weight compared to the size that he was. Yeah. But I don't think it was unhealthy to the point where Christian Bale was. That was disgusting.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, whoever's body that was pretty skinny. He was probably 130 pounds, you think?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Very thin.
Easily. I mean, if you have to go on to any kind of, if you're trying to drive home the point that he has to be on some kind of, what the hell's the word I'm looking
Rationing.
for? Rationing, thank you. Then, yeah, he has to be 130, 120 pounds, something like that.
Let's get to the MCU references in this movie, because there are many. Really? Chris Beck, the Winter Soldier, a.k.a. Sebastian Stan, said that 10 meters a second, when they're talking about catching Watney, when they're doing the rescue mission, right, at the very end. Mm-hmm. He says 10 meters a second would be like trying to jump on a moving train, and Bucky died falling off a train.
Wait. What?
Bucky, the Winter Soldier, right? In Captain America, the First Avenger, the first movie he was in, Bucky died, or quote unquote died, while falling off a train track.
Okay, well, I'm all about a good Bucky death.
Yeah.
Why? Why is MCU being compared to the Martian?
Sebastian Stan is the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
And he was in The Martian.
Is he also in this movie?
Yes.
Where? Oh, he was that guy. Oh. Wow.
You didn't recognize his face?
Not even a little bit.
Wow. I thought that's the mom killer. I thought for sure.
No. I didn't even notice. He had longer hair.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Winter Soldier is explicitly the mom killer. Let's get it real. I have no vendetta against him in these other ones. It's not like Adam Driver or anything.
There was multiple MCU people in this movie. There was Michael Pena, Benedict Wong, and Sebastian Stan. Let me see.
Did you know that?
I don't even know who the Winter Soldier is.
Okay, cool. Why didn't you tell me? I look like an idiot now.
One more. Mark says, Commander, let's go Iron Man. When he's talking about poking the hole in his glove.
Okay, that was it.
And then Bucky laughs. Yep. Yeah, they cut to Bucky laughing.
Oh, Bucky laughed. That's funny.
It is funny.
You're a goofball? You like joke telling? Huh?
Astrophysicist
I'm
Neil
surprised
deGrasse
you didn't crack a
Tyson
dead mom joke.
has said that this is the most accurate film in regards to astrophysics and how Mars would be inhabited that he has ever seen. Matt Damon plays a character named Mark Watney. Mark is the English version of the Latin name Marcus, which means of Mars.
Oh.
Yep.
Well then.
Really?
So that...
Do you think you could keep up your sense of humor the way he did?
No.
No. You're facing almost certain death, and you're able to still crack jokes. Well, see, you think, oh yeah, I could be funny. You just lose your mind.
It depends. There was a point where, all right, this is exactly. It's almost like the stages of grief in a way, like, but it was all just like self-deprecating humor. Like, I'm gonna die. This fucking sucks, and all his jokes were about like, yeah, well, I'm gonna die. This is a very bleak outlook, and rip me. But then he starts to figure things out in his head, and then he was just like, now it's cocky me. Like, I'm going to beat you because I'm a smart dude. So now I can tell all the jokes I want because everything's working in my favor. And then he always had that thing like, well, that could fail, and I would die. But that happens if that happens. So all of his humor was like a stage, like a progressive stage. So I enjoyed that part. I mean, that's how I handle bad things in my life. Is I laugh about them. I laugh maniacally. not bad things, even everything. Like Carrie told me she was pregnant once, and I was fine with it. I'm like, let's do this, but I just laughed maniacally in her face. So
wasn't the reaction I was hoping
she
to
was
get.
Terrified, she tells me later on. But I mean, that's just the way I do things. That's how I handle.
Let's put it on the record that it wasn't a surprise.
It wasn't. Yeah, we were working for it.
We were trying.
Yeah.
And
but
I tell him
saying,
I'm pregnant, and he starts laughing like a psychopath.
Some people just react with humor.
Yeah,
that's all.
True. I recommended this movie because I read the book recently, or listened to the book. Sorry, listened to the audiobook of The Martian. This movie is extremely faithful to the book. Almost everything that happens in the movie happened in the book. What did you guys think? Which was better performance by Matt Damon, this one or Interstellar?
I mean, it has
Martian.
Yeah.
This one, because for Interstellar, his role was minimal.
Right. So probably you think the same thing about Jessica Chastain because they were both in The Martian and Interstellar.
Yeah, Jessica Chastain was much better and much more important in Interstellar.
True.
Important?
She's Murph.
Okay, yeah, she did figure out everything. Well, she didn't figure out everything. She translated everything.
Yeah.
I mean, she was. I really enjoyed her role in The Martian, just because she was a strong female lead that didn't need like a plot device or some kind of romantic. There was no hints of a romantic relationship with like Matt Damon's character, which is like something you normally find with like when the woman is or the woman a woman is like the main feature of a movie sometimes. Not so. I mean,
or the leader, you mean?
Yeah. Like she was strictly a captain. She was no nonsense. She owned up to her mistakes. Yeah, she owned up to her mistakes. She made the tough call to go leave the planet. It ended up Watney staying there, and then she, like you guys were just following orders. That was my order. Like this ain't on you. This is on me. And then when they were up there, she was like, "We can get him, but it has to be like like a democratic decision. We go back and get him." Everything she did, she played it really well. I really enjoyed her role in that movie. And she went back and she got it done. And even in the end, she did the dirty work. She jumped out of the ship. She's like, I'm gonna handle this myself. Yep. I fucked it up. I'm gonna go get him personally. I will go into space and pull him back. Yep. So that was cool.
It was cool.
Who I didn't care for in The Martian? Kristen Wiig.
Oh.
Like Dion pointed this out. Like, she's pointless in that movie.
She's the Indiana Jones.
She doesn't add anything to the movie.
Yeah.
To me.
What does she
do? She's just there to annoy me.
She was the PR director, so she was the one saying, like, how are you going to spin this news? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was the only... Okay, I didn't realize she was the PR director. I thought she was just this woman in the room at all times.
Yeah.
But yeah, she
Still,
had
they
that. She
could
had
have
that
had-
one line, right, where it was just like, "What are we gonna tell him? Oh yeah, remember that astronaut that was on that planet? He died. Well, guess what? He's not alive. We just left him there. Like that's what she got paid to do that.
They could have eliminated her character and just had Jeff Daniels be thinking about that, like, oh, this isn't gonna look good for our image.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or it could have just been anybody with a like offhand comment, like Sean Bean's character. He was just like, he was always pissed off that, you know, they were taking the wrong path, and it was just like, oh yeah, well, I'm about to lose my head about this. But no, like, and just when you watch Kristen Wiig, and in this movie, I know. Did it feel like the camera just panned on her just like for 1 second longer than like so she could give that blank stare like she does like on SNL? Well, like, you know, like when she says something and she just stares at the camera after like, laugh at me. You know, like they kind of like milk it. I know that they really didn't do that, but it felt like they did. Whenever I watch Kristen Wiig, it feels like they're pandering.
Sure.
That was
okay.
That was rough. I'm sorry. I might be tipping my hand a little bit. I don't like Kristen Wiig at all, like in anything she does. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
everyone.
Kristen Wiig. I'm sorry to the fans of Kristen Wiig.
I love the scenes between Chiwetel Ejiofor and Benedict Wong when they're talking about what they have to strip away from the ship to get Watney off the planet. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
And then afterwards, when he finds out about it, it's like, yeah, so basically, they want me to take all this. And they sent him the thing.
Yeah.
They were giving the text message, or not, they were talking or whatever. And he was like, his response was, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "No. Do you think he's saying, are you fucking kidding me? Or do you think he's saying it like, you fucking kidding me?"
I think it was the first one.
I'm pretty sure it's number one. Are you sure? I mean, think about it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it sounds like two. That was funny. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. So, anything more I want to say about The Martian or Interstellar? Anything in general? Conclusion? Final thoughts? You're good? Dan, you're good?
Yeah, well, it makes you think sometimes, like, is that possible to do on Mars? And I don't know. I was really intrigued by that premise. Like, it obviously can't happen, right? One dude just can't go there and start growing shit. I think NASA even said something about, like, the water would be toxic. But the idea that it happened, that, you know, like, he made that shit with literally his colleagues' shit and his own shit. He started growing potatoes. And just, he was like, all these like things. He's like, oh, I'm colonizing Mars. Like, and he had like all these official rules, like from Earth, obviously. But it was just like, so you don't really colonize something until you plant your own, like, plant something. And when you plant something, that now makes it like official that you colonize. It's just like, so I'm the first person that colonized Mars. And then like later on, like he was talking about, anything that happens on anything off of Earth is considered international waters, and he's talking like, so that makes me a space pirate.
Yeah.
Like, it's just all these like, they're real rules. It's just funny that, you know, these things actually exist. It just really opens your mind up to the exploring Mars. I don't know. It's really cool. And Interstellar, I mean, everything, the whole jumping through wormholes thing, like the way they describe that, and the how passage of time, like that just blows my mind. Like, I mean, thank you for suggesting these movies, David.
You're welcome.
I mean, these are really great movies.
We enjoyed both of them.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
It's just these. I've always loved space since I was a little child.
wee
And I
lad.
still understand nothing about it. A wee lad. And I still understand nothing about it. And it's just, I don't know, fun time.
One time.
Good
Fine. So, before we reveal our picks, I want to say we've always had a 2-to-1 split, I think, on most of these movies, correct?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask you something about that. I think Carrie and me broke it down. There was only one movie where we...
Wasn't there one that we all picked? Oh, Knives Out versus Clue.
Knives
we all
Out,
picked
yes.
Knives Out.
Yes.
Okay.
There was one time Damian and I outvoted Dion,
Right.
but every other time Dion and I have outvoted
Yes, you have.
Which Carrie was like, do you think Damian's getting pissed at
No.
us because we're like teaming up against him?
No, and here's why. 'Cause
Which we're not.
I'm not pissed, and here's why. Because you are, troglodyte Philistine. So if I were to side with you, that would also make me a troglodyte Philistine. So it's really, beneficial
But
on my part to not.
Are you
be on your
also
side.
saying that Carrie's a troglodyte Philistine because she's
By
siding with me?
association.
By
Yeah.
association? Yeah, sure.
And
It's not a
next
terrible
week,
thing.
There's be like joined. Are my two co-hosts the troglodyte Philistines? Like is
It's
that
like I
Carrie's
had
future?
to take your last name, so now I got to take this title too. God, when does it end?
Is this your way to pull her vote?
My way to what?
It's messed up, man. Is this your way to pull her vote? Like to lean towards you?
I will not be swayed.
Why don't you just drop yours first so we can all agree with you? Is that what you want?
No. Because I just said if you agree with me or if I agree with you.
Oh, right, yeah. That wasn't the argument.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not on your side.
You're insulting Carrie. Is that what?
No, okay. So here's my vote. Interstellar.
I'm not surprised.
Because
Let me have it.
I picked The Martian.
Yeah, of course.
And I too picked The Martian.
Yeah, it's space travel for Philistines. It's like my first space travel. It's like the Fisher Price of space travel movies.
Gosh. Hey, it was very close. I almost thought I would have to give like half points, but then I was like, no, I don't do that. I don't do this half point crap. If it's out of 10 points, you should just be able to give a full whole number and not give half points. Therefore, I gave Interstellar a 7 and I gave The Martian 8.
Now, see,
but I do feel like they were very, very close.
Me and Carrie have the same kind of. We don't discuss this really at all beforehand, and anytime it's just like we're picking this movie, right? And it's not really like that. Like I had the same thing, the same exact mindset, and maybe that's why we're married, because I was like, yeah, half point. I don't do half points. But, Interstellar was really good. And unfortunately, because I think Martian is a better movie, I'm going to have to give Martian a 9 and Interstellar an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Because having Interstellar at a 7 didn't really, do it justice. I mean, despite all the volume changes, the freaking mumbling, and the 30 minutes of just, like orchestra, like the fact that I looked past that, because we all know that it doesn't take much to take me out of something. And the fact that I can look past this movie and still give it an 8, and I still had to like kind of bump it down from an 8.5 just because I don't give half points. Like that's a telling sign of Interstellar. That's a mark in its corner. It was a tough fight, man.
And I had some problems with my rankings too, because I have to. If I ranked these higher, I would have to go back and change my rankings of previous movies I've ranked. Mm-hmm. Like, I think my favorite movies of the year, I gave 9s to. So I couldn't give these movies a 9 because they weren't my favorites, although I did enjoy them a lot. So if I could go back in time and give Little Women a 10 and give Call Me By Your Name a 10, then I could give Martian 9 and Interstellar an 8.
Gotcha.
You want to go on the record right now and say that?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, if they're my favorite movies of the year, maybe I should give them 10s.
Exactly. Yeah.
The way I was looking at it before was nothing is perfect.
Right.
So I can't give anything a
Maybe
10.
that's a perfect movie.
Unless
Maybe
it's
those
perfect.
are perfect movies that you watched.
Maybe.
I've yet to find a perfect movie.
Wow. Okay.
See, and I don't think there is a perfect movie.
Damian, do you think there's a perfect movie?
I mean, I have a list of almost perfect movies. Groundhog's Day would be on there. Forrest Gump would be on there. Jurassic Park would be on there. The classics from our childhood. So yeah, there's
Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. You're right. Forrest Gump's a goddamn 10.
Yeah.
That's a perfect movie. You're absolutely right. Good for you, man.
Thanks.
So real quick, I want to ask you about Interstellar, because you asked us, but why is Interstellar a better movie than Martian? I know you said we're Fisher Price rules over here, but you What about Interstellar fascinates you?
Yeah. So I watched this in 4K. It's a glorious movie. It's fucking amazing. The aesthetics of the cockpit of the spaceships, the inside of them have that gritty, grimy, like sterile, not sterile, but like, what do you call it? When you touch something and it's weird. It's grimy. Anyways, it's grimy and it feels like you can touch it. Martian just felt like a little
gritty. You're saying gritty?
Yeah. Gritty, yeah.
Grimy is like dirty. Gritty is like
gritty and grimy.
Raw?
Yeah. You know what I mean. Anyways, yes, I love the aesthetic of it.
So if something's grimy, it's definitely not sterile.
They call it the black hole.
Pristine?
Looked incredible. Them flying around Saturn looked incredible. Just amazing cinematography. The Martian also had amazing cinematography, but I feel like this just went one notch above it. It's very, very close as terms of aesthetics of both movies. Love the music, obviously. The acting was incredible. The story was amazing. So we're back. I guess I'll edit. I'll do some fancy editing. So your question was, what's
circled around the dark side of the moon, folks? We lost him for a second. It was scary times.
Your thoughts, my thoughts on Interstellar. Why it was so good. By the way, I'll just say I gave this a 9. I gave Martian an 8.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So even for Fisher-Price rules, you still thought it was a good movie.
Yes. So you said
cool.
you were thinking about giving Interstellar 8.5.
Right.
I have the Rotten Tomatoes score pulled up. The tomato meter reading for critics was 72%. Top critics gave it 69. Nice. Audience score was 85%. So you would have been on the mark with the Rotten Tomatoes audience score with your 8.5.
I'm so good at what I do.
Now, the tomato meter rating for The Martian was 92%, and the audience score was 91%. So people liked. That's what I mean. You are being a Philistine. You are on the same wavelength as the rest of the world, basically.
Okay.
So
what you're saying when you go out there, you're looking to think. I mean, it sounds like a lot of the world's looking to go watch a movie, turn the brain off for a little bit, and just have a good time. And you're looking to go out to learn fucking quantum physics. You're looking to understand wormholes, and I assume you know Morse code at this point, right? Binary.
Yeah. Binary and Morse code. Yeah. The what was that hexadecimal system they were using in The Martian? I learned that too. Yep.
Well, I mean, I assume you already knew hexadecimal because that's Fisher-Price.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's like common knowledge. I will say about Interstellar, and it took me a couple times to realize this. I really was thinking about it. I'm like, why? Like Matthew McConaughey, his daughter was like, no, the ghost. She was deciphering everything as Morse code, and he was like, it's binary because of the way the books dropped and the sand in the room.
The big line or thick lines versus thin lines.
Yeah. He's like,
sand.
It's binary, and I'm like, how can it be both? But then I realized later on that it was like he read it as binary. It got him to that place, and then he realized she was searching for Morse code, and then he that was his way to communicate, and she remembered that he shot her down, and then it's like they had like this kind of. I thought that was a really cool way to put everything together, and I do enjoy the movies where it takes like a couple times to really like click it together. Like everything just like, oh shit, that does fit. Like when you first leave it, but it's frustrating when you first leave the movie and you're like, what the fuck just happened? But I didn't get that with The Martian, and I thought that was just all around. And another thing I liked about The Martian, real quick, it was fast. Right out of the gate, something happened, and then it was just the whole thing was just, let's get our guy back, and it was him working to survive. It was them working to get him. Interstellar had buildup. It took some time to lay the groundwork, because anything when you're dealing with alternate timelines or time is a circle.
Social contract.
Circle.
That you have to you really got to work to make sure the audience has a rudimentary understanding of what the end result's going to be. And even then, it's still going to take you 2 or 3 watches unless you're Damian, fucking going out there looking for like physics in your movies. So
yeah,
cool.
All right, so yeah,
who's the winner,
on
buddy?
That one. So, does Carrie say
Martian's
something? I
the
can't hear
winner.
her.
Martian's the
I'm
winner.
here.
I can't hear Carrie.
Say it again.
You can't hear me
Oh yeah. There we go.
now. Oh, now I can hear myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I muted her.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we muted both of us in the
Wow.
and then this. Actually, I just figured out how I'm going to win.
Stop it.
Woo!
All right, so that is our cage match of the death match this week. The
Martian
winner
wins.
is
A game.
the Martian wins. Sure.
Or well, we
can say
win.
wins.
We win again because we
You
team
won.
up against Damian. We don't team
Yes,
up against
yes.
Damian.
I am not on your side. I'll frame that. So coming up after
That's
the break,
2020's
Dion,
motto right there. I am not on your side.
Dion, tell people what we have coming up after the break.
Well, after the mute figuring out on my
Yeah.
part, we got Name That Tune, where I'm going to have vengeance in this life or the next. And we got T Swift's new album, Sticking It to Kanye, one mental breakdown at a time. And Damian's dank movie review corner.
I can't
Yes.
wait.
All that and more after the break. We'll see you in a few. Bye-bye. And welcome back. We're doing the Name That Tune segment this week, number 7. Carrie, welcome, champion, two-time champion.
Two-time.
Carrie.
Two-time.
She's a
two-time
two-time champion?
Woo, woo.
Yes.
Yeah,
She
2
is.
weeks in a row, baby.
Baby.
Did you forget?
What has happened in my life?
Yeah, you
I'm
best
losing
Are we
remember.
ready?
You best remember who the champ is in this house.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
You haven't listened to
Ha
last week,
ha
have you?
ha 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 ha. Any idea?
Do it again.
Let's see.
Carrie.
Yeah.
By the way,
By the way, by the Chili Peppers, Carrie 120. Oh, real quick, just want to make sure, clarify the rules here. You buzz in, you get one answer, then you got to give it to the other person. You can't go on for 10 minutes. You get one answer, then you're locked out. The other person can then guess, or they can pass it back. Only one guess.
So there's
per
a pass
buzz.
back.
One guess per buzz. Yep. Okay, next up we have. The tough one. Tough one to sing. Any idea?
Do it
No.
again.
Let's see. Here we go. All right. So it's the same band.
Hold
as
on.
the last
Hold on.
song.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Can I make another
What?
suggestion for the rules?
What?
Instead of you giving
Yeah.
like a straight up clue, maybe
Uh-huh.
hum it a little better.
This is a tough one to hum.
Well, I mean, you can't be that toned down.
I want to
But
hear
I
it
am.
again. I want to hear it again.
I
All right,
can't
we wanna-
be,
we wanna
but
hear it
I
again.
am. This is tough. La 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 la. Ba 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 ba. La 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 la. La 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 la. Any
Ah,
idea?
Dion.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, all right.
Shit.
5, 4.
No, don't do a
3.
countdown. Hold on.
Come on.
Fuck. Damn it. I revoked my Dion, but I'm still thinking.
Okay. All
Carrie.
right, Carrie. Yeah.
Under the Bridge.
Nope. Same band.
Shut
same
up!
album. Same album, same
But
band.
you can't say anything until I
Let me try one more home. I'll do the lyrics next.
No,
next
hold
No,
on.
no lyrics yet.
No lyrics yet? Okay, all right, hold on. La 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 la.
Carrie.
No, I haven't gone yet.
What? Huh?
She can't go.
Until you go?
That was her one shot. Until I say
Fine.
something.
Do you have a guess?
Yes, I do, but I can't freaking remember the title of the song. You didn't pick like a.
It's a very one of the most popular songs.
Yeah, it
by
is.
them.
Sure, but Red Hot Chili Peppers had a lot of.
Yeah, he
songs.
did. Off of the album Californication, if that helps.
Can't think of the name. I'm not gonna freaking hold the show hostage.
That's
Carrie. Go ahead.
That's close as I'm gonna get.
I'm second
Huh?
guessing myself now.
I can't do
Other
it.
side? Other side?
No. You want some clues or you want the lyrics?
Can I guess again?
Can we lock her out? Because she Red Hot Chili Peppers is one of her favorite bands. I'm at a
It
total
is.
mismatch.
It is.
I should have gone with what I originally thought, and I second guessed myself.
It is. You say that like you freaking knew. You are clearly stacking the deck against me.
If you don't
Go
have
ahead,
a guess,
because I have another
I can't.
guess.
I don't know the name of the song.
So can I guess
Wait.
again?
Lonely View.
Lonely View. No,
Ah!
that's one of the
Carrie.
lyrics.
Yeah,
Carrie.
I know.
Carrie, go ahead.
Scar tissue?
Scar tissue. Blam, 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 blam. 2-0.
This is some goddamn bullshit.
All right. Next up, different band. Here we go.
Sure.
The intro melody is bum 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 la 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 la. It's a rap. La 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 la. And then somebody else comes in the background going la la la. I could do the chorus in a second. La la la. Huh? Is there a guess?
Nope.
in there?
Oh, Dion.
Yeah.
Bawa da ba.
Nope.
Fuck.
It is a rap rock. What do you call it? Band. Rap rock band from the 2000s. Here's the chorus. La la la. La la la. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah.
Nothing, man.
Oh, I'm hearing something in the background. I can't tell if it's you trying to talk.
No, I'm not saying anything.
Okay. So, any clue? You want any clues? You want to keep going? You want clues, or do you want me to keep going?
I think we're gonna need clues because you're bad.
It's a band. The band name is 2 words. Very, very popular in the early 2000s. They had
Okay, that's
2.
enough for clues. Go back.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna need to do probably the
Dion.
chorus. What?
Fuck. What is the band the rapper, or is there a rapper in there?
There's one rapper and one singer, and yeah.
Nah.
All right, let me sing it again. Hold on. The chorus is coming up. 3, 2, 1. La 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 la
Carrie.
la. Yeah. Carrie.
In the end,
In the End by Linkin Park. 3-0. Carrie. Wow. Stomping shit today. All right. Number 4 coming up.
I didn't think it was actually possible for you to be shittier at something
stop it.
than humming, but you are shitty at describing who is the rapper in that?
Mike Shinoda.
Mike Shinoda.
No, they are Linkin Park. Linkin Park is straight up a band.
Yes, he said they are a
It's
rap.
a band and a rapper.
No, he said a rap rock band where one
And
is
Linkin
a
Park
rapper
has, like,
and one
6
has
members.
One
a
is
singer.
a singer. Okay.
I knew it was Linkin Park
You
right
said it was-
away. I
You
just
said it was a
couldn't think of
rapper
what
and
song.
a rocker. You said there were 2 people.
He did
Yeah.
not.
Shinoda and Chester.
Chester.
Linkin Park is like 6 people.
He was talking about the singing, rapping and singing, rapping and
Rapping
singing.
and
I'll break a goddamn
Okay.
thing.
All right.
break
Anyways,
a goddamn
number 4. Number 4. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Let me see. Okay, the band is 4
That
words.
was terrible.
Metal band, new metal band from early 2000s. Here we go.
So Taylor Swift.
Yes. Chorus is coming up in a second. I don't know how to mumble this. I don't know how to hum this part. Here we go. La 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 la.
Hey,
Hey,
Dion.
Dion.
I said it first. I said, hey, Dion. That's chop suey.
Chop suey.
Damn it. We said it at the same time, you bastard. You just have the...
You got a 3-0 lead. Don't blow
Yeah.
it. That's 3-1 lead. It's a
it
3-1
was a
lead right
tie. You did not say it before me.
I couldn't hear. I can't hear when if you guys both say
I
it at the
did
same
my
time.
vintage. I did my full name. Hey, Dion.
All
That's
right,
my
all
full
right.
name.
I'll give it to
Legal.
him just because you're
Check
up
it.
3-1.
Birth
all right,
records.
fine. Okay. Number 5. Here we go. Chorus is coming up.
That's a lyric, isn't it?
What?
Because
What's a
the
lyric?
course is coming up again.
again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I'm alone again.
I like that. That's fun.
There we go. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Dion.
La la la.
Dion.
Okay.
Aerials.
Okay.
No.
No, you guessed already.
Fuck.
You guessed.
Carrie. Huh?
I'm thinking.
Oh. It's also the name of the album.
Shut
That
up!
helps.
Toxicity.
You can't do that!
Why
You
not?
cannot give a clue when I am locked out!
You're-
If she knows it, she knows it. Come on. 4 to
She
one?
did not know. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't.
I was singing it in my head.
I
I
didn't
was
hear
getting
you
there.
giving me all these clues when Red Hot Chili Peppers and Carrie was locked out.
All these clues? I give you many clues.
Exactly. You didn't give me. Oh, it's the name of the album because Scar Tissue was the name of the album.
It wasn't.
I would have thought it was.
California. I said Californication was the album.
It was
Was it 4 to 1?
Californication. Yeah.
Number 5. This is or number 6. Yeah, number 6. This is on next song. Is I can just mumble this and you should know it. Here we go. Hold on, sir. Here we go.
This is why.
Here we go. La 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 la. Ah, la 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 la. Ay 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 ay. Oh, la 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 la. Ay 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 ay. Any guesses?
Carrie.
In other words,
Yeah.
Louie.
Louie. 5-1? Yeah, 5-1. Let's see. One. How many more? I think if you get the next one, you win, right?
Depends on how many there are.
Let's see. You're 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4. Okay, he can still tie. He can still win. He can still win unless you get this next one. Let's see. Here we go. Coming. La 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 la.
Dion.
La la la. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. 5-2. Next one coming up. Number, I don't even know. Was it number 8? Right?
8.
Yeah, sure. 8, yeah. Here we go.
7.
7?
No, it's number 8.
It's 8.
I'm just being confrontational.
Uh-huh. La 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 la.
Dion.
Yeah.
Dion. Danny, California.
Yes. Nope.
Fuck you, it's not.
It's not.
Da, 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 da. Oh, sorry, I can hum better than you. Never mind.
Can you start from the beginning or start from wherever you were?
Go ahead,
Okay,
give her a clue.
I'll-
I know that's what you want to do.
Hold on, I'll restart. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
No clues, you bitch.
I won't. Any guesses?
No.
Okay.
Is that a pass?
Pass.
Dion.
Dion? Yep.
Peaches.
Huh?
Peaches.
Peaches? No. You were closer with the other guess.
Bullshit.
What's bullshit? Chorus is coming up. You want to hear the chorus, or you want to do another
Yeah,
guess?
chorus.
Chorus. Okay. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Huh? Say anything? No?
You're like cutting in and out a lot.
Is it just
It's
me,
tough.
or
No.
is it wildly different?
This was the chorus. He was doing something.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You were
All right.
peeking. You were peeking or something.
Yeah,
I'm peeking?
like you were
Okay.
cutting in.
You're
and
going
out.
too hard, brother.
I am. All right, here we go.
Let's hear the chorus again.
Sure. This is that was like the build up to the chorus. You haven't heard the chorus yet.
Oh shit.
Here comes the chorus. La 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 la.
Carrie,
Yep.
Californication.
Yep. Yep. I think you took it. 6-2.
While I
Dion
respect the fact that
Huh?
you said you were closer with your other answer,
Yeah.
you are an asshole.
That was a clue. That was a clue for you as well.
Yes.
But fortunately,
I
you did
understand.
not guess
I
it. Carrie
understand.
did. Bwah, 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 bwah. 3 weeks in a row. Carrie's the champion. Congratulations.
I'm just. Can I ask you one question?
Go ahead.
I've
Gotta
many
move on.
questions,
Make,
but I
real
only want
quick.
to ask you
yeah,
one.
real quick. One question. Yep.
How aware were you that Red Hot Chili Peppers is like among the top 3 of her favorite
It
bands?
is not
Listen,
in the top
I'm
3.
just
Listen.
saying I've never heard
Not
anyone
even top
placate to
5.
my Slipknot or Taylor Swift.
How the fuck am I supposed to
And
sing
even-
Slipknot?
Okay,
How
well
would
I
I
gave you Slipknot and Taylor Swift. Jesus.
What the fuck was that?
That was Slipknot.
Apparently. Wow. But there you go. There's your lead-in, brother. You could have ended
Yeah.
with a T Swift song and then broke into her new album that sucks balls.
Could have. Does it though? I mean, yes, it does. But let's talk about it. So Taylor Swift has come out with a new album called
Folklore.
Folklore, right? So
All lowercase. Everything is
yes.
lowercase.
She's doing that cool lowercase thing that everyone's doing now.
Already, I don't like it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
right?
text like that, so I respect.
No.
I am way too cool, and I have too little time to be putting capital letters and shit.
There are multiple genres of music that have changed over the decades. Country is not country anymore. Pop's not really pop. Rock isn't the same as rock used to be 30 years ago. But I feel like, folk hasn't really changed at all. I like a little folk in my life. I get up and make some morning coffee, look at the news, read the news while put on some, coffee house playlist from Spotify. So I like a little folk in my life. Yeah, I like the folk. Everyone likes the folk. I feel like this is not folk, which, the very first song on this album, let me pull it up. She says shit, first of all. Like, lady, calm down with the shits. Like, in the very first line of the album, first song of the album. It's like, what the fuck? Where is it even? Folklore.
Oh, are you talking about? Yeah, okay, I know
the
what
very
you're saying.
first line of the very first song. Why isn't this not coming up? Like the biggest song ever. Anyways, the first song is... Oh. Trying to pull it up, but I can't. It's not working at all. Taylor.
All right, you keep trying, but I'm going to fill your silence
go
right
ahead.
here.
Give us your
From
thoughts.
Rolling Stone. It's a total goth folk album.
It's not.
Mostly acoustic guitar and piano, largely
It's
in collaboration
not.
largely
acoustic
in collaboration with the National's Aaron Dessner. No pop songs at all. Some of us have spent years dreaming Taylor would do a whole album like this, but nobody really dreamed it would turn out this great. Her greatest album so far from Rolling Stone.
Like all
Do we
of
even
that
take
was,
them seriously at this point? I don't take Rolling Stone seriously at this point.
No, that was hyperbole. Like 90% of that was hyperbole. Like collaboration with this person. It's got mainly acoustic guitar. No bullshit. There's fucking electronic drums in the background of all of these. You can't hear any actual instruments at all. Collaboration between Bon Iver, which is actually how you say this guy's name apparently. Boniver is Bon Iver. It's like, oh, collaboration between this guy, and it's like, no, that he's on one song. The other guy from the National is not. He doesn't sing on any of these, I don't believe. So it's like you sold me a false bill of goods here, lady. You tell me it's folk. It's not folk. You didn't collaborate with these people.
Are we
meaningfully?
Are we saying that it's folk? Or are we saying it because her title album, the title of it is Folklore?
Yes, I'm saying you.
Would you say that it's probably more indie?
Yeah, it's indie. Definitely, you can call it
absolutely indie. Yeah.
Call it indie pop. Call it indie singer songwriter. This is not folk. Like, what are you talking about? Not
New
folk
York
at
Times
all.
headline: Taylor Swift's Folklore review: a pop star done with pop.
Yeah,
God, I
pop.
hope not. I hope not. Oh, I mean, I guess so. I mean, this definitely wasn't pop. There was 2 songs in it that had pop. The whole time I was listening to it, I was waiting for that peppy song where, like the last album was like Paper Rings.
Wait. Does she break it down in any of these
Never.
songs?
She never breaks it down. And you know what
No.
the damning
How
thing is?
are we going to know it's Taylor Swift?
The damning thing is you don't miss something until it's gone. And I never appreciated the fact that she broke it down in all those songs, and now she doesn't break it down, and it's killing me inside. It's like when you tell a joke and you don't hit the punchline. I don't know. That's what she. That's it. That's all you say to me. You don't put said in there. You just say that's what she. It
Right.
doesn't. That's what I feel with this album.
Who is she trying to be like? There's one specific person I'm thinking of that she's trying to be. Tell me if you're thinking of the same person as I am.
Carrie.
I haven't heard this.
Oh. Okay. Dion.
Yeah, the person I'm thinking of has a song on the soundtrack to The Great Gatsby. You know who I'm talking about.
Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey, exactly. She's trying to be Lana Del Rey. And first of all, she doesn't have the lyricism of Lana Del Rey. She doesn't have the voice of Lana Del Rey.
Range.
She's trying to do that. Huh?
The range.
The range of the vocal, but also her lyrics are fucking terrible. Fucking awful
Agreed.
lyrics.
The worst.
She did
They are
keep
the worst.
A lot of these lyrics. I
Maybe
listened
not
to,
quite as bad as Beyonce, but bad.
Pretty bad.
No,
Pretty bad.
nothing's worse than Beyonce. With this, Taylor Swift, she still keeps the whole party thing. Like one of the songs was like,
Yeah.
"If I show up at your party,
Yeah, Betty.
would you?" She dropped like she was saying fucking there. And I'm like,
she did.
I'm like, damn, respect. But she's still got that like kind of she's still doing the recipe, that works for her. And a lot of it. But there was one song where instead of like she's no longer the girl on the bleachers not getting enough attention, she has become the mistress in some of these songs. And now it's like it's fun because you still see a growth, and you see the growth even past the fact that she's turned into this new I don't think any artist should ever like say, hey, I'm specifically this, unless that's your passion. And there should always be room for growth, and you should never like feel like you should be something just because because I'm sitting here saying, damn it, Taylor, where's your pop? And you're sitting here saying, please break it down for us, Carrie. Carrie, you want her to break it down. But
I'm saying that sarcastically. I'm hoping you're making that abundantly clear.
No. You said specifically that you really wish that she could break it down for us.
I did not say that.
The point here is that it's good that she can find the growth to get past this, but it's just...
Grow differently, for God's sake.
She's growing, but at the same time, she's keeping the recipe that has always worked for her, and it still shows, even in all these reviews. And also, what are these people actually going to say? Like, Rolling Stones doesn't want to make an enemy of Taylor Swift. Nobody wants to make an enemy of Taylor Swift because why? She's a goddamn gold mine, okay?
And she'll write a song about you.
She will write a song about you, and I will love it. God, but yes, I am disappointed that this album is not what I was looking for.
Yeah.
And while I respect her path and everything she does, it's just I wish she had something more for me. But you know what I will do? I will be a good fan and just go back and listen to her old album. Yep. Like Jay-Z said, like we want the old stuff. Go listen to my old stuff. Shit.
Yeah. Okay.
That's from Jay-Z.
So
Jay-Z
I give that a 5 out of 10. Basically,
I too. 5 is harsh. 6 out of 10. Carrie gives it a 10.
Yeah.
Well, no, she gives it a 0 because they don't break it down for her.
Next
just
up,
rolled her eyes.
Withhold my vote.
Yeah.
You want to hear it? We'll listen to it later.
Story
she has
here.
one good song. Betty's a great song. I love Betty.
Betty is a great song. Story
you only
here.
like it because it makes you think of pizza.
I'm not going to deny it.
Story here from Side Stories. The last podcast on the left is a story about baby foreskin cells, urine, and snail extract being used as collagen injections. I want to say a serum that celebrities use as a facial cream. Let's say you can find the protein that they use.
Is it a cream or is it an injection?
Let's see here from the article. EGF has been shown to promote wound healing in clinical studies. Let's see. It is found in skincare products. It is found in creams. Yeah, creams, serums, creams and serums. So both. It's found in creams and serums.
But not like injections. Like.
I mean, don't you have to inject a serum? I always thought serum meant it comes in a. You have to be injected. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see. Foreskin-derived lotions and potions, which certainly different.
Sounds like a Harry Potter headline.
Yeah. Actually have some serious competition for the most unusual beauty products on the market. Urine in the form of ura is a common ingredient. Former orthopedic surgeon Barbara Strum makes a custom cream reportedly derived from your blood after it's been stimulated to mimic its healing process after injury.
So wait, after like a baby gets circumcised, they just take the skin and they just like throw it in a jar and they send it to like L'Oreal.
Yeah, they just do that like
you said
they grind
cells.
it down.
L'Oreal's probably not the right company.
They put it into like a colander, but they put it into a bowl and they grind it up. Like somebody making like a
pestle
paste. Yeah.
I love the word pestle.
Pestle. Yep.
Pestle and mortar. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said skin cells.
Skin cells, yes.
Skin cells, okay.
Yeah, everybody's using it. It's the cool new thing.
Does it have to be baby foreskin?
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
I mean, it's
Do you want the foreskin of an old man?
Yeah, right? Exactly.
In your beauty serum?
Yeah, I guess the younger the cells, but freaking no. A little weird. Isn't there like a better purpose for baby's foreskin?
Like what?
like
Play
dispose of
horses? Horseshoe?
Like, no, dispose of it. The fuck's wrong with you people? Who's sitting there eating their cornflakes in the morning and just like, I got a great idea. We are going to use the baby foreskin to create skin-enhancing products for people's faces.
Yes, exactly.
Also, the way I'm talking, it was completely unintentional, but, oh, nope, never mind. I confused Regis Philbin for William Shatner, but rip!
Could you take a foreskin specimen
ASMRs
and use it for somebody that is getting surgery, like surgery.
Yes,
like
surgery.
Skin graft kind of stuff.
Yeah,
skin graft. There we go. Yeah,
sure, but how many babies would that take? And can we get on the conversation that babies shouldn't have to lose their foreskins anymore? Can we just appreciate the fact that
are we going there?
Circumcision doesn't need to happen.
Are we going there?
We don't have to.
I'm not
genital
prepared.
mutilation is bad.
Sure,
I'm not prepared to talk about this subject.
Okay, so why don't we talk about the movies that are being delayed this year? Let's see. We'll have to wait another year to see A Quiet Place 2 and Top Gun 2. They will be released April 23rd, 2021 instead of September 6th. And Top Gun Maverick will be, it'll take flight July 2nd, 2021, nearly 6 months after its original date of December 23rd. Along with Thursday's announcements, the studio also set Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yeah, I can't wait for that. A follow-up to this year's box office smash to open on April 8th, 2022. Oh, other changes include Jackass 4 going from July.
Who asked for that movie?
Yeah, everybody. It's coming out September 3rd, 2021. Under the Boardwalk and The Tiger's Apprentice, whatever those were. There was a bunch of others they talked about. Oh, Tenet was delayed, obviously.
Isn't the list just like complete? Like every movie has been delayed?
Every movie, yeah. I mean, why don't they just put them on VOD? You're just wasting money at this point, you know? Move on. Yeah.
I mean, what's your point when you say that?
Like, put them out on VOD. Don't keep delaying. Like, I feel like you're wasting money. Like, you have a thing.
Okay.
Or you have a product.
I just want to make sure we were clear about what you were getting at.
Yeah, you have a product.
It's just it's also like the environment that you have to have your workers in and such.
Yeah.
Like if one person gets Rona, then they have to like shut everything down, and it's a whole fucking mess. Not to mention if you put an actor in any kind of danger, I feel like that opens up a ton of lawsuits against you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or it could. I mean, in Hollywood, I feel like you have to protect your ass at all times.
Sure.
Figuratively and metaphorically.
Figuratively and literally.
And realistically.
Yes. Yes.
When does Dune come out?
When is Dune? Oh, they didn't say. I think it's still scheduled for December.
I mean, when it comes to Dune, you could just be like, well, that book came out how long ago? I think people can wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, 1965. The current release date for Dune is December 18th, 2020.
Cool.
So, cool.
Damn,
Speaking
I still
of Dune,
had Carrie on mute. Did you hear her this whole time?
What?
I could hear myself.
Shit. I thought she'd fall for it.
Speaking of Dune, I finished all of the Dunes. The 6 books in the Dune series, I finished them all. And they're pretty good. It ends on a cliffhanger. Spoiler alert for Dune, but it ends on a cliffhanger. The last book, not the first book, not the book. They're only adapting the first book. So if they are going to adapt, the 6th one, it'll be, years and years from now. But his son, Frank Herbert's son, Brian Herbert, wrote sort of a conclusion to the series. Book 7 and 8 were written by his son in 2006 and 2007, which sort of puts a cap on the whole series. People were mad when it first came out that ended on a cliffhanger, but it was because Frank Herbert died before he finished the book. So you can imagine, right? George R.R. Martin probably afraid of dying before he finishes his book.
He's not afraid. He's actually welcoming death because he
he's
doesn't
hoping.
want to write the goddamn book.
Yeah, I don't
He's
think I'm
definitely
going to
not
listen.
going to be able to finish the series. He's like not even halfway done with book number 6, and he's still got a whole nother book after that. Supposedly,
He's been leading us on for years. It's stupid. And like I said, if the book comes out in my lifetime, fine. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna hate read it. And the books didn't even leave off in a bad spot. I'm sorry, you got me on this. The books didn't even leave us, but I'm gonna hate read it just because everything that he's put me through. But honestly, the book's never coming out.
Right.
Book is never coming out.
Right.
Mark his words.
Mark my words. I will die on this hill. The book is never coming out.
So the end of Dune is very good, by the way. I'll just say that. I don't think I'm going to read the two, what'd you call them, epilogue books, or the last two that his son wrote. I've heard mixed things about it, and so I just read a synopsis on Wikipedia about what they're about. So I think next week I'm going to move on to The Hobbit. I'm going to start The Hobbit, go through that, and the whole Lord of the Rings series.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever read the book that The Hobbit was kind of like influenced off of?
What was that?
Hold on, I don't want to fact check just to make
Right.
sure it's not.
Are you talking about the
stupid.
Similarian or Similarian?
No,
What was
he
it called?
wrote that, didn't he?
He did write that. The book, what, something that came out after The Hobbit?
No.
4, right?
Hold on.
Yeah. So, I'll be starting those books next week. Pretty excited about it. I love the movies, obviously. So why don't I go to my movies watch, what I've
Do
watched
what you want.
the past couple of weeks, unless you have your thing. Get it up there, bud?
It's
Or no?
like
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. It's probably
Oh.
not true.
Yeah.
The Once and Future King. It was like the like King Arthur and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever read those books?
No.
It's just I'm gonna allegedly, not even allegedly in my brain. I feel like he's kind of going off, not really going off, but it's the chain of command. And you think about it, like what has influenced people, and to think that there was something at some point that influenced him to write this whole thing, and just imagine that there's a book before that was like, hey, like. I mean, it's not really like strong influence, but I mean, there are like undertones to it and everything. But just the chain of command that like something so wild, so expansive, and yet there was something before that even influenced him to, or motivated, not say influence, motivate him to write his own universe. It's just weird that sometimes you can break it down like where something didn't happen, maybe something so wild that we just like, holy shit, that was like decade defining, like, or not like lifetime defining in a way. Shit that just happens, man. Like it doesn't just happen. Like it's motivated by someone. Like the actions you do. Like this podcast right here could motivate somebody else to make a multi-million-dollar podcast. Do it better than us, you know? Like I don't know how that's possible, but it's just it's a crazy thought to think about.
Sure. So I want to.
I actually had the idea because we clearly didn't know what. Sorry, oh my God, we didn't know enough about the Lord of the Rings stuff last week that I was actually going to go back and watch Lord of the Rings because we were pretty ignorant on the whole thing and the whole Aragorn,
Mm-hmm.
Vigo shit.
Yeah,
that was him, right? Yeah.
Well,
I feel like I wasn't educated enough about the Lord of the Rings cast to actually
gotcha.
to take them off or bump them down in the hero list. So I want to go out and watch some Lord of the Rings, and I admire the fact you want to brush up on your Hobbit information.
I'm going to, yeah. We're going to brush up on my movie watching, get some movie assignments in here, but I got to take a piss because you're talking too long. So I'm going to take a piss.
Oh my God, no, just pee your pants. I'm going to talk longer. You're going to pee your pants. You're going to pee your fucking pants because it gets the listeners.
Going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Bye-bye. And we're back.
Real
quick, getting into Damian's what I've watched last couple weeks. Carrie, you weren't here last week, so we'll talk about your assignment to me when you were last on the show was Gross Point Blank. I don't know if you remember that. Gross Point Break. Remember Gross Point Break? Hello?
I assigned you that?
Yeah,
I thought Deej did.
Maybe it was swapped. Did you just find me Crazy Rich Asians or Gross Point Blank?
Who knows?
Which movie was better?
I like Crazy Rich Asians a little bit better.
I assigned you that movie.
Yeah, I believe you
I
did.
did assign you that movie. I did. That
Yes.
was me. Use the gross
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Gross Point Blank, I gave 8 out of 10. It was very good. Also, Crazy Rich Asians, 8 out of 10. Crazy Rich Asians stars Aquafina, John Chu. It was directed by John Chu. Stars Constance Wu, who was also in Hustlers. Very good rom-com. Very good one of those. Have you guys seen Palm Springs?
No.
Just wondering. No?
I'm sorry. Can I?
Yes. Real quick, yeah.
Aquafina is actually a real name?
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably her stage name.
It's her stage name.
Yes.
Like a bottle of water? Which one came first?
It's spelled differently.
Spelled differently.
I'm sorry.
Let's
that was
see.
stupid.
Aquafina.
What's the name of the movie, brother?
Crazy Rich
I don't listen
Asians.
to half the things you say.
Crazy Rich Asians. Can you
No,
hear
it
me?
wasn't. I assigned you that like a long time ago.
I'm saying for Carrie, who hasn't heard the last week's episode. Also, these are her.
sorry.
That's her assignment. This the movie that she assigned me, or maybe you assigned me. I don't know. Anyway, somebody assigned it to me. Now that we have Carrie here, I skipped some movies I watched last week because I want to talk to Carrie about these, talk to a female about these. One is called Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always. It is a 2020 movie directed by Eliza Hittman, starring Sydney Flanagan and Talia Ryder. These are non-professional actors. It is a super indie movie. I want to say it was made for $200,000. It is about a pair of teenage girls in rural Pennsylvania travel to New York City to seek out medical help after unintended pregnancy. This is one of the best movies I've seen this year. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. It is a very unflinching look at a girl trying to get an abortion, going from a small town in Pennsylvania. They don't obviously offer abortions in the town that she's living in Pennsylvania because they're religious, thoughts on that, or religious objections they have to abortion in her small town. So not only does she has to go to New York City to get the abortion, it takes the entire day to get there. And then the procedure is actually a 3-day procedure. They don't tell her that when she gets down there. So not only does she have to have half the procedure done one day and then the next procedure done the next day and has to, find some place to sleep because she only brought enough money for the train ride down or the bus ride down and the bus ride back. And also the insurance, she doesn't want her parents to know. So her insurance doesn't cover it. So she has to pay out of pocket for that. And it's just this really, realistic look at, what women have to go to get access to abortions in this country, in many, many places in this country. So it is, if you, I don't know, if somebody's out there watching this and has, are on the fence or sort of anti-abortion, I think this is a really good look, very, very grounded and realistic look at what women have to go through to get abortions in this country. So gave that a 9.5 out of 10. That was very good. Also Wendy and Lucy, directed by Kelly Reichert, starring Michelle Williams and Lucy the dog. It is about a woman. Over the course of the summer, a series of unfortunate events trigger a financial crisis for a young woman and finds her life falling apart. So this is about a woman who is basically traveling through the country, going to Alaska to try to look for work, but her car breaks down in, let's say Missouri or Minnesota, one of those places. And she basically is sleeping in her car, and her car won't start. And, she's constantly trying to get, things as cheaply as possible. So she's asking for, a cell phone help from this guy, and she needs money to get her dog out of the pound after it gets taken because she gets arrested for shoplifting and all this stuff. So, the one thing I noticed about both of these movies is that anytime she's talking to a man or anybody, she's sort of looking at them like, is this person going to give me help or give me something, give me the phone or give me some money for a payphone or for a bus or whatever? Are they going to give me this thing and not expecting something in return? I think a lot of women, when they're talking to men, it's this thing of like, are they going to want sex, in exchange for the money they're giving? Are they going to want to kiss or something? Are they a good person? Are they going to, am I going to owe them after this? I think you see that in the faces of these women as they're going through these series of days in these movies. So I thought that was very interesting. And that's all I got to say about that. You there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a question for you.
That would have sucked if I said all that and
movies,
and it's fucking fucked up again.
Well, no. You're good. You're good. We got you.
Okay.
We got you.
All right.
When you were going off on the whole thing, you're just, when she's talking to a man, I just remember the Alex Jones thing. It was like, the meme was like, "Are you trying to fuck me?" And he does that weird smile. No, seriously. The first movie, I actually tried to interject, but you didn't actually either ignored me or didn't hear me. I know we have that weird thing. You didn't ignore me. You would never ignore me.
Couldn't hear you.
As a man watching that movie, did you feel like did you cringe? How, like, on a scale of 10, like 1 to 10, how often were you cringing?
Not a lot, because I feel like there's this quote. I forget who said it, but overall, not always, but overall in general.
I'm not trying to say, like, as a man, like, it's your right, like, I dictate, like, what's going on in the world, but I'm saying, like, watching a woman try to appeal to a man, like, especially when it came to the abortions and stuff like that, the premise of the movie, the people that could watch that movie and still be, like, insanely tone deaf to the fact that, a woman's body, and she has a right to, like, have the child and such like that, but, like, a lot of people are just like, no, like, let's make this shit illegal. Like, I don't know, with that kind of thought while watching such a movie, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, how often were you cringing in that aspect as opposed to like, the other way? Yeah.
So the thing is, it's tough. It's just tough. It is tough watching a woman's life through the lens of these exchanges, right? Through them navigating through these conversations. And one thing I forgot to say about Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always is one of the what do they call it? Peak moments of the movie is her sitting down and talking to this woman, and her asking her super personal questions. And it's one of those, like, answer with never, rarely, or sometimes, or maybe. And that's where the name of the movie comes from. But anyways, she's sitting there talking to her, and she's like, how much do you have sex? How much do you drink? How much do you smoke? Blah blah blah. And then she's saying, like, have you been raped? Have you been molested? How often? When did it happen? How often does it happen? And you slowly see her starting to break down over and over again through, this basically stranger asking her all these personal questions. So it wasn't so much as I cringed or sort of it wasn't really awkward. What I was going to say was, there's this quote that basically women go through, navigate through the world being afraid that men will kill them, and men will navigate through the world thinking that the worst thing that will happen is women will laugh at them. And I think that's really true in these movies where you have people in such vulnerable positions where, the two girls going through New York trying to get an abortion, they're just trying to look for a place to sleep or place to eat, looking for, money to call back home, money for the abortion, and there's one guy that is, seems nice enough, but he's basically like trying to pressure them and one of them into kissing him and trying to make out with her throughout the entire movie. And it's just this thing of, like, it wasn't so much awkward as it's very tenseful. It's very tense, like not as tense as Uncut Gems, but it had that feeling of, what's going to happen next? You're just waiting for the shoe to drop next of, like, is this person gonna assault them? Are they gonna do something bad to them? I was cringing in the sense that, is something bad going to happen, basically. So,
I say, like, a lot of stories, like, in the nuance, like the
yes,
nuance. When I say, like, perspective, it's splitting hairs in a way, like, I don't know, like, you both got the color green, but you argue on the shade of what color green is.
Yeah.
A lot of, it's not so much, I don't know. How I want to say it. I feel like what you're saying is you're saying perspective. Like, it's just.
It gives you the empathy. It gives you the ability to have empathy for people in these sorts of situations. What's his name? One of the famous critics, Roger Ebert, said, movies are empathy machines. You look at these people's lives through the lens of what they're going through, and I think it gives you a lot of empathy for people in these situations. So that's all I was trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you kind of were in the shoes of a woman throughout this movie,
yes.
and what life is typically like. Even like not even just for a woman getting an abortion, but just a woman in general.
Yeah, a woman navigating through the world, just, trying to survive, basically, from one day to the next. And
see, I don't even. I think that a lot of guys don't even really give that how women navigate the world much thought.
Right.
Like, as a woman who has never been abused or really never had anything bad happen to her, still, if I'm out at night, I don't like going out at night by myself. I'm always watching what's around me. I'm aware of what's around me. If a car pulls up, like if I'm in a parking spot and a car pulls up next to me, I immediately will lock the door.
Yeah.
I won't get out if there's people in the car next to me. If I see a man, like if I'm walking to my car and there's a man walking behind me, I'll immediately or in front of me, I will take a different route. Like all these things are conscious things I do all the time, even though nothing bad has ever happened to me. It's just, I don't know, ingrained? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about too, of just like...
No, it's just the way you feel, Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And any man that I don't know, that I haven't built trust in, I am... I don't know how to say it. Like
on guard.
What's your motive here? What do you want? Like,
yeah.
I'm not just gonna. You can't just come up to me and start talking to me. I mean, maybe like I'm not gonna think you're being a nice guy. I'm gonna be like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
What's your end game here?
That's healthy though. That's everybody should be a little bit like apprehensive.
And some people will think that you're just being a bitch, but.
Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It's just like, oh, well, you're not dealing. It advances the way I'd imagine you. Yeah, you're a bitch, but a healthy dose of apprehension. You can't trust everybody. Like, and I know it's everybody should be that way, but it's just honestly, even like when animals are at play, they don't trust each other. So it's just it's healthy, just not to have that apprehension, or to have the apprehension of when you see somebody that you don't know. Good.
Yeah.
That's good for you. That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
It's good that I do it for my own survival, but is it good that I have to feel that way? No,
it's not. But it's healthy. A base instinct is you should always be wary of something you don't understand. You should be, as a human, we have the concept to be like, we should try to understand this, but at the same time, we are who we are, and we should always be like apprehensive to new shit. That's all it is. But we should be open. That what makes us a human is that we should be open to learning about that or figuring something out. And everything you feel is totally justified. 100%. I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what I was talking about. One more movie from her, Kelly Reichardt, directed Wendy and Lucy, and also directed Meek's Cutoff. It is about settlers traveling through Oregon desert in 1845, find themselves stranded in harsh conditions. It is also very good. Michelle
Williams. I'm talking very fast. What?
Meek's Cutoff. Name of the movie was Meek's Cutoff. A woman's name is Meek, or her last name is Meek, I believe, or maybe another character was named Meek. And so I was just talking about that because Kelly Reichardt has a new movie out this week called First Cow. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. So yeah, she's one of my favorite new directors, so I want to catch up on all of her work. And that'll do it for all the movies I've seen. And I forgot to play the fucking drop. God damn it, it was right there too, in the notes.
I've a dank movie corner, man.
Hold on.
What's it? Damian's review, right?
And now, Damian's review corner.
I thought you were going to do it, man.
I did. I just did it. Anyways.
Listen, he's trying to be there for us, folks. Well, I shouldn't even say this because you could just edit it. You could just edit it.
Yeah, I know. So we're coming to the part of the show where you will assign me a movie. Give me a number, please, between 1 and 182.
All right, Carrie. On the count of 3, let's both give him a number. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
27.
I heard 27.
Really, you're going with 3.
27 and 3.
I should have went 4. Hey, my answer. I want 4.
Said 27 and 3. Was that correct?
Yeah, 27th. Oh, that was very close to triggering me, and it sounded like you triggered me, but you didn't.
What?
If it was 28-3, you would have triggered me.
Oh.
I almost did that to myself.
Let's see. So number 3 is Les Samurai, a 1967 movie directed by Jean-Pierre Melville. This is one of the 1001 movies you should see before you die. It's about a professional hitman. Jeff Costello is seen by witnesses his efforts to provide himself an alibi. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on.
I thought these were all movies that were on your list.
What?
I thought these were all like 1001 movies you should see before you die.
Yeah, but I'm saying specifically this one. I have some on here that aren't from that list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a couple here.
So would it be more of a rare occasion to say that this is actually not on the 1001 list?
I'm just saying, I said it specifically for this one because it is like a hoity-toity, like, what do you call it, artsy-fartsy movie that I wouldn't normally watch unless it was on the list. Anyways, really? Yeah, I wouldn't seek this out if I wasn't on the list.
Good. I'm glad we picked it for you.
Thanks.
Broaden those horizons, brother.
Thanks. The synopsis is after professional hitman Jeff Costello is seen by witnesses, his efforts to provide himself an alibi drive him further into a corner. What would you say? 27 is The Apartment. Let's see. Apartment is a 1960 movie directed by Billy Wilder, starring Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, and Fred McMurray. It's about a man tries to rise in his company by letting its executives use the apartment for trysts, but complications and a romance of his own ensue. We'll be watching The Apartment and Les Samurai for next week. And I believe that'll do it unless you guys want to talk about anything else on this list. Go to Video Game Corner.
Yeah, I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I think I'm set. Sweating.
You're sweating? Okay.
Need to get out of here.
Well, you're just not drinking enough beer.
All right, so that'll do it for
that's very obvious. You are drinking a ton of beer.
You are drinking a ton of beer.
Thank you for joining us this week.
Thank you for having me.
Three-time champion.
You're a tri-host.
Sometimes.
I can't believe you won 3 times in a row. And no, I can't believe you won 3 times in a row. He's stacking the deck against me.
It was only 3 of them. Only 3 of those songs were Red Hot Chili Peppers. That was it.
And listen. The thing, when she only needed 6 to win, that's half. Right. That's 50%, right. Brother. Also, you said earlier, well, actually, this was off air. I'm going to expose you, brother. Carrie's mic, and when Damian talks, my mic doesn't trigger. Oh. When he's talking, he can't hear me. So if anyone's listening, they're like, "Oh, Dion, he ignored you." Well, he can't hear me.
No,
it's not his fault.
The only time we buzzed in at the same time, you got the point. So what's your point here?
No, when you and Damian talk, and when me and Damian talk, it's different. He can hear you before he hears me, because when he's talking, he can't hear me, but he can hear you.
Well, this would be a valid point. Like if we were buzzing in at the same time, he would hear me first.
Right.
He wouldn't hear you, but we didn't buzz in at the same time. Well, we only buzzed in at the same time once.
Remember, there was a
got
direct
the point.
conflict. Yeah, exactly. But I was very persistent with it. I was like, yeah. But I had to say that for 5 seconds prior to him actually acknowledging me.
So?
That's the point. That's the
I don't understand.
I said it before you, and then you started chiming in, and then it was kind of like, oh, we said it at the same time, but we didn't.
On that one question?
Anyways, the clues. Next week, can we put more metal? Maybe some country?
Some metal and country. Sure.
No, don't do that. I don't need the advantage. I'm going to get it. I said I will get my vengeance in this life or the next, and next week is the next life. Actually, 2 weeks from now, because Carrie won't be here.
So
say that one breath.
Yes. So Video Game Corner coming up.
Yes.
Going to talk about
I played a game, guys. I played a game.
Woo! Does it rhyme with Spider-Man? Spider-Man?
No, it is Spider-Man. It's the same word that you just said.
Spiderman? So
all right, see you guys.
Yes.
I was going to say, Carrie, who are you?
So.
Yes. Professional here. We got this.
Very professional. So I played a game.
Close us out.
Yeah. Played a game.
Close carry out. Close her out.
Close her out?
Give her the sign off. She's waiting for it.
Oh, thank you, Carrie.
No, I'm joking. She's gone.
Fucking asshole. Let's see.
We gotta have fun here. Otherwise, what's the point, you know?
Right, exactly. Played a game called Gunfire Reborn. Let me see if I can get it up here or not. It says share the screen. Oh, I gotta pull this up first. How do I? What the fuck? Screen. Share my screen. Oh.
Video share, brother.
Yeah, but I want to do 60 frames. Is that? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this game is called Gunfire Reborn. It is one of those. What do you call them? Brain is fried.
Sandbox? First person shooter?
Roguelike, first person.
Roguelike.
Roguelike. Those
That's my
games
next one.
I'm always playing. So it's a first person roguelike. You get a basic gun at the beginning, basic gun and basic grenades. And you have little like basic dudes at the beginning. And you pop in the head with your basic gun, right? And it's kind of hard to talk and play at the same time. Also, game is locked at 60 when I'm streaming apparently, so that's a little weird. So you got a basic gun, you're going through a dungeon. Dungeons are procedurally generated, meaning they are random every time.
I want you guys to think Doom Windows 95.
Yeah. Very cheap, very comical looking. It's got that what's that called? The cartoony aesthetic. It's like it's like Borderlands, right?
Wow. No, it's more like wow.
Wow.
Borderlands Life Bar, I suppose. It's got the Borderlands, like you're holding the gun the same way.
Yep.
I guess the health bar and such map. Yeah, okay, so
numbers are popping out as you shoot people.
Yep. Yeah, okay, so yeah, very Borderlands, you're right.
Yeah, guns, you pick up guns and they...
Oh, the guns are even glowing, yeah.
Yeah, guns are glowing.
Gives you the description when you look at it.
Yep.
Alright, so Borderlands / WoW / old school, like Windows 90. Okay, Borderlands WoW on Windows 95.
Yeah. Then you can pick up goblets. Goblets give you a boost to anything you want. One gives.
Is this a thing?
What's that?
The card games you showed me, it gave me 3 options when you won a game or whatever, and you pick something. Is this a new thing that's happening?
Yeah, I mean it goes back to what was that game?
It's not RNG, but it's like
Yeah.
it's like you pick.
Yeah.
But we're kind of like it is RNG because we're giving you 3 random options, but you pick which one's the best one.
Yeah, it goes. Yeah, it goes back to like Dead Cells and Rogue Legacy. A lot of those games would give you a boost, give you a new ability that you choose from. So yeah, I mean it probably goes back to like Diablo days of like you can pick up a new skill.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never played a game like this until I've seen that you like these 3 things. It's specifically 3 options to pick from. And on top of that, like you think about the way like loot boxes have gone and such. Like what if they're just like, all right, well, I feel like this could be the next stage. Like loot boxes are like essentially banned or they're trying to eliminate them from video games and such. But what if they gave it like, all right, 3 loot boxes open, but you get to pick the result. Which one you like best? A?
Yeah. A, B, or C.
I feel like this is the future, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's a weird, scary thought.
It is. So
I like to be more in control of my destiny. Remember the old games where it's just like, I just got +1 to my strength. Thank you.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to. I got a lot of dudes.
Yeah, you got a lot going on, so I'm filling the silence here. That dude was charging up. I'm firing my laser.
Firing my laser gun. Yeah, I got some gun here. I don't even know what it is. Like it's sort of like a shotgun. It's got the range of a rifle, but if you get up close,
it's like your default like shotgun. Like
yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't look special. Is it special? I don't know. How long have you been playing this game for?
I think like 30 hours. So we got this.
It's special for Windows 95.
Weapon called Illusion 1. It's got large ammo. Hold down.
Illusion plus 1.
Yeah, Illusion plus 1. I'm going to pick up a new weapon called Rainbow plus 1. Use normal ammo. You can fire a ray that auto-locks on the nearby enemy. Weapon skill. Launch a mark, and then the ray will lock on the mark. That's pretty cool. Watch when I use this thing here on a dude.
It's like you're kind of walking through a pyramid right now.
Yeah, so I
look at that thing.
I lock on a guy.
That cooks.
Yeah, I lock on a guy, and wherever I move, it'll stay on them. Sort of like that gun from Fifth Element.
Are you doing 69 damage a hit?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, bro. I threw a little grenade out.
So this is like your default laser beam kind of weapon.
Yeah.
Did you mention that you're a cat?
I am a cat. I'm a little kitty cat. Yep.
Okay.
Only one character to select from at the beginning. I believe you probably do get more later on as you play. I feel like this is a really good game to like warm up for an online shooter, you know?
Before you get into like Warzone?
Call of Duty, yeah. It's like warm up your aiming, which my aiming is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible right now.
I mean, any good shooter game that's worth its grain of salt would have like a little lobby where you could practice.
Yeah, I believe Valorant has that. I see people practicing.
Warzone has it, doesn't they?
Borderlands?
Doesn't they? Warzone.
Warzone, yeah.
Call of Duty.
I think so. I haven't played that.
You never played Warzone?
Was that the first one they had? Because they have a new one now, right?
Yeah, it's Warzone. Isn't it?
What was the first one that we played called? There's two of them, wasn't
Call
there?
of Duty 1?
There was that. No, they had a battle royale that came out with Call of Duty.
Oh yeah,
Black Ops 4.
What was that? Blackout. It's Blackout.
Blackout, yeah. So Warzone is the new
that
one.
That didn't have a lobby.
Right.
But like even like H1Z1 used to have a lot. Oh, maybe not H1. Fortnite had a lobby.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Battle royale. Battle.
If you're a shooter, there needs to be a lobby.
Player Unknown Battlegrounds has a lobby. Ooh, evil devouring.
What do you?
What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Evil devouring sword. 10 plus 10 damage for each cursed scroll I own. I don't own any cursed scrolls, so I don't get a bonus. What were you gonna say?
Are you drawn to this animation?
Hi.
Or is it just coincidence that you pick out a game?
Am I drawn to this animation?
I didn't mean to, actually. I should have just owned it. I am a dad, after all. No, I feel like every game you show me so far has this animation. Though it's like a, Borderland-esque, cell shade-esque kind of thing. I'm very wow aesthetic. And I don't remember you ever playing WoW. Did you ever play WoW?
I never played a WoW. No.
Okay, so it's not like something that like sticks with you like nostalgically. It makes you feel good. Does it make you feel good?
I like these type of games where it's like I said, what is it called? Roguelike. You can go in, and I play games a lot when I'm watching movies. So I need something like this or like the
You need something mindless?
Yes, the mindless game that I can play while watching a movie.
Wow, this even has the plus signs when you're healing. I just now recognize that. Yeah, this is Borderland. This is a ripoff.
Sure.
But what I'm saying though is like, I'm not going to say that I took you as a graphics whore, but
yeah,
I feel like the roguelike. Okay, I guess this is by definition roguelike. I suppose is this is what roguelike means?
Roguelike
the animation, or is it the gameplay?
The gameplay and the game type. Where roguelike is based off. There's probably a game called roguelike or something like that back in the day, but it's basically a roguelike game is a game where you go in and the dungeons are procedurally generated and you die a lot, and the only way you progress through the game is by getting better abilities and upgrading your abilities after you die. And everything is procedurally generated, and like I just said, you get abilities And
but I mean, don't you get abilities in like even when I'm playing Spider-Man? Is Spider-Man roguelike? I get abilities. I get skill points. I have to pay for things.
Your world is not procedurally generated. It is the same world. Every time you go in, it's going to be the same world. That's probably the biggest qualifier for what a roguelike is that it's a different type of dungeon. I've never seen this dungeon before. This is a completely different architecture, how it's designed. Different enemies.
Can you go into the same level twice?
No, there's
Is it one of those games that like make a new level, or is it just like this? You do this level again, and it'll be the same.
So this like, what do you call this? Like a cave or what do you call this type of place? A ruin or a dungeon. This first world, this dungeon aesthetic is always this, but it can be a bigger room or smaller room, or there can be different left or different turns. Different enemies, different enemy types, different quantity of enemies. Each playthrough is completely different. So I can give a scroll to obtain a dusty occult scroll. Means I get a higher chance of obtaining a rare scroll and a rare legendary scroll. So I'll do that. So I'll give this thing because I don't have cursed anything. So I hand that over. And RNG gave me a rare scroll.
I like the options. That was very Fallout-esque.
Yeah. Peekaboo.
Man, look at that dude using cover. Holy shit. This AI is top tier.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, get the fucking rats. Shit.
You got guys like this. You have the craftsman. You will upgrade your shit for 100 each. Upgrade this.
If you could give the craftsman a name, what would it be?
Yeah, because he didn't have a name, does he?
Yeah, what would you name him?
Craftsman. Don't know.
I can tell you can't do two things at once. you stop doing everything on stream.
Exactly. I would be a terrible streamer.
Okay, so when you're doing things in the game, you're clearly not thinking about what you would name it. You name him Blacksmith?
Blacksmithman. Blackie Smithman.
That's better. Okay. All right. Third time that you issued a name, it's decent. You're almost like my child when I say, hey, we're going to get a cat. What do you want to name him? Let's name him Kitty.
Let's see.
I'm sure I could get my kid to get to Sir Meows a lot.
Sir Meows
at some point. That's what we just did with you.
Blackie Smithman. I didn't pick this up, did I? So after taking damage from an enemy attack, all shots fired in the next 3 seconds automatically crit.
2020, brother.
I forgot to mention when we were talking about Interstellar, the wonder of that movie. Maybe want to go back and watch or play No Man's Sky. So I booted that up the other day. Started playing that too.
Yeah.
And they updated it quite a bit. New quests.
Aaron's been playing that game a lot.
Aaron has?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's pretty big about it.
Yeah, he's big about everything.
Hey.
Yeah. Look at this gun.
Thing is, though.
Uh-huh.
Why No Man's Sky? Why?
Why? Why not?
But why?
What are you doing? Is what you're wondering?
Exactly. Well, you explore. I get that, and it's a fun aspect.
Yeah.
But at some point, I think I feel like you talked about it before, like a randomly generated stuff, like every time.
Yeah.
Planets can be.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did an update do for you that made you want to be like, oh, I am interested again?
No, not the update. I didn't even know there was an update, but I went in.
Oh, you just went back to it?
I went back to it because of Interstellar.
Oh, the exploration.
Exploration,
Okay,
the wonder of space and exploration.
Would you have gone back if you realized that going to a planet would age you, I don't know, 9 years, and then you come back and your child is now a teenager, or an adult telling you that they lost their child, would you still play such a game? Would that like, do you want to openly sob during a game?
No, but I would, because I'm human with emotions.
I might. You think about it, I might, because I played Fallout 4, and a lot of the times where it's just like, all right, you have a decision to make, here it is. A lot of the flack that Fallout 4 got, it kind of fell flat with me, because at the end, hold on a second.
Attention. Spoilers incoming.
Yeah.
Well, the spoilers came, and you find out that that's your kid the whole time, and I really wanted to kill that dude. And then he was like, yo, I'm your kid. And I'm like, hold up. Wait a second.
Yep.
And I ended up saving that dude's life. And I was like his shield. Like, people were like, oh, yeah, I don't like the fact that the things that he's doing. And I'm like, well, you're going to die because that's my kid. And I've been looking for him the entire time. It's just weird that the way games play out. And I would actually appreciate the emotional investment that I have to put into that game. So if if you told me No Man's Sky had that kind of emotional investment, I'd absolutely play that game.
So I got this gun while you were talking. Yeah, good story. Nice story, bro.
Son of a bitch. You goddamn son of a bitch.
I got this gun. It's like a fucking rocket launcher, but it shoots this ball of energy that explodes and fucking... I just decimated an entire room of people in 2 shots.
It's a grenade launcher.
Yeah. It's like what?
You're literally using a noob tube.
Yes, it is a noob tube. Yeah.
Do we still call them that?
Sure, why not?
They're still noob tubes.
Sure, Grandpa. Sure, we do.
This is fun. Yeah, this is exactly what it should be. It should be streamer shows dad new game.
Yep.
That's the name of this podcast.
Yep. Exactly. I might die here because there's so many dudes and I'm getting fucked.
Oh, it's weird. It's like a noob tube doesn't take any kind of talent. Like any kind of, like real accuracy or anything. Just shoot shit. Oh, you died.
I died. I can revive,
though.
Die.
You called it.
Revive once per run through.
That gun is OP for this level.
Well, I gotta at least get it close. Is the thing here.
Show me a boss fight. Show me a boss. That's doing 2,500 damage. You just went from 69, nice, to 2,500.
Yes, I know.
Or was that a grenade?
No, this is my weapon.
This is my... Jesus Christ.
I'm still gonna probably die.
This isn't even fair. Anybody that's listening, you can't see the visual carnage that's happening. It's disgusting. Direct shot, 1686.
Yep. Hold on.
He survived, though. I admire his moxie.
Boom, headshot.
His endurance, his durability.
All right.
He's a child!
You want to see a boss fight? You're about to see a boss fight here. Hold on.
I hope I do. I hope I see you get your ass handed
I need stuff first. Hold on.
This is disgusting.
All right.
Hey, man, did you see the doc? He tweeted something. He's coming back, brother.
What did he tweet?
Oh, man, hold on, let me find it. You go ahead and you do
Yeah. So I can choose energy orb freezes enemies for 2 additional seconds after casting.
You just did the
energy orb. Shield recharge plus 30% for 6 seconds. After casting energy orb, 300% weapon damage on the next hit. So it's either attack or defense, which is a lot of these things. I want to... Actually, I need to go here. I need health.
All right, screenshot today, 7:35 p.m. The engine is roaring, and we just fueled up. Think about it.
What does it mean?
That's the doc, dude.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? What do you think it means, dude?
He's going to another channel. Like, he's building a streaming service himself. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. He's doing his own streaming service? That would be insane.
Him and Shroud.
Imagine every streamer under his umbrella would have the same production value.
Yeah.
Holy Christ.
That'd be insane.
I'm talking like multi-billions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get out of here. This is wrecking shit.
That's what this is right now.
Look at that.
This is the doc. This is the doc. You know, just
speed, violence, and momentum
right now.
Yeah, boom.
Yes, this is speed, violence, and momentum. That's stupid.
All right. Mystic Mirror. Alternate between yin and yang states. Every 12 seconds. The yin state's minus 12 damage taken. Yang is plus 50 given. Ooh. So what state am I in right now? Giving? Oh, I'm giving damage. Interesting.
You're giving it.
Giving that damage.
Can't wait to see you take
it. So I need some health. We have the... I didn't hear what you said, but that's fine.
That's cool.
Yeah. Boss fight coming up.
You'll never know.
So I need to get my health back.
What would you call this dude? Peddler? That's insulting. What would you call him?
The Merchant of Death.
Come on. He doesn't... That's like peddler.
Peddler, yes.
Give him a name.
Steve. Fucking Steve. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Goddamn Christ.
I'm thinking about the boss fight. Leave me alone here. All right. Boss fight coming up. What would you call this guy?
Guys.
All right, big guy, fancy man.
Well, he's like a low-key Ifrit, first of all.
Yep.
What is his name? Lu Wu.
Lu Wu.
I don't know the backstory. That's not even fair. You just took off like...
It's not supposed to be fair.
That's goddamn 3,000 hit points. He only has 8,000.
Goodbye.
This is stupid.
That's stupid.
Change to a pistol. Change to a pistol.
I'm not going to change to a pistol.
I want to see a challenge. I want a bloodbath. I want a bloodbath. Damn it. Oh my god. This is not a boss
Victory!
fight. This is like...
Woo!
That's not...
Woo!
Oh, Christ.
Get fucked.
Jesus.
Get
What
fucked.
did I just witness? That's a murder.
Amazing. What is this? Legendary.
Really?
Plus 50 lucky shot chance for 2 seconds after using dash. I'll take that.
Where did you get that gun?
What gun? This gun?
The gun that you just
Bone Dragon.
annihilated.
Bone Dragon. I picked it up. Charge up gravity projectile that draws in the surrounding enemies. Does fire damage. It does fire damage, but I also have a scroll. Or no, I have...
Don't underplay it. That's a Bone Dragon +3.
Yeah, bud. Bone
That's
Dragon.
a goddamn +3.
All right. Do you want to end it there?
What is the highest plus it goes to?
Plus? I don't know. I've never seen plus more because you have every time you upgrade it. Every time you upgrade a weapon, it costs more money. So I don't actually know.
Nonsense.
So do you want to end it there? Or do you want to see the next area?
I don't give a shit. Do you want to end it?
Up to you, my man.
Why don't you just shoot me with that gun and end it all? Shoot me with your gun and end it all.
Progress saved. And rested.
I mean, that it would make sense to end it all.
Okay.
You could end it now, and I just pretend that we end it. We keep going. You use it.
Yeah. So did you want to talk about a little game you played? Little Spider-Man? How's Spider-Man going for you?
I played Spider-Man. You guys know I did. That's the first time I played in like 2 weeks. It's really difficult.
Why?
Oh shit! I thought you left.
No,
I thought you just rickrolled me. No, it's difficult to play. No, I didn't finish that. You thought it was difficult to play the game? No, I'm a god gamer. Okay, it's difficult to play with a 6-year-old. If you ever want a challenge that may be hard, expert, normal's not doing it for you, try having a save file with a 6-year-old. Today, I opened the game up. Did I peek? Did I make you deaf?
No. Keep talking. I'll be right
you
back.
Groaned. I thought you groaned. I thought I
Talk
killed
to the
you.
peep.
No, I opened the game and I was fighting the Shocker. And literally, when you open a save file and you kind of got like this rest moment, like, all right, well, let's see what I fucking do. I check my menu, like I look at my mini map, see where I'm gonna go. No, Shocker just blows me goddamn away. He triggered a save point that happens like a half a second before Shocker decides he wants to fight me. And when it's like, all right, I haven't played this game in 2 weeks. I don't remember the controls. Boom. Blows me against the wall. It's fun because Spider-Man, he's saying the same things that I'm thinking in my head. Oh, that sucked. Yeah. Like, that freaking hurt. That was I should dodge that. So I'm slowly learning the controls, and every boss fight has stages. So I figure out this part pretty easy enough. I was like, all right, I remember hold L1, and I zip to this point, whatever. Then, it gets a little bit bigger. He's suddenly shooting, he's smashing the ground and making shockwaves. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't remember how to zip to a certain point. I don't know how to web swing. And I actually, because a 6-year-old's playing the game, I'm not unlocking skills when I get skill points. I have like 6 skill points that aren't being used. So I'm going into a level that's assuming that you at least know how to kick an enemy while you're swinging from a web, and I don't have that ability. So I have to zip to a wall and cling to it, and then like sneak up behind them and whip them with like some kind of object. There's 3 stages, obviously, and I have to pull a chandelier down on top of them, and it's like, at that point, it was more about my timing, which was still not crisp, but guys, I did it. But I went in blind. I went in not remembering controls that clearly my kid got to and was just like, I can't beat this. I'm going to leave it here for dad, whatever. I probably told him it was time for bed, and that's where he left it. It's probably my fault somehow. But if you're looking for a difficulty setting, try 6-year-old. Try 6-year-old. It's legit. It's goddamn hard.
Yes.
But I did that, and actually it's fun. You know what I really enjoy about Spider-Man? These puzzle games. Like they got the you take over the comm towers.
Yes.
They got the you got to match the wavelengths. There's a little puzzle game where you got to do with the current, and something else with the chemicals. That was fun too. So the mini games that they got that I wish my 6-year-old would do, so I wouldn't have to do them. That would be cool, and I could just focus on the story. But yeah, I enjoy it. After this, it's gonna be Assassin's Creed, but it'll be 2021 by the time I get to Assassin's Creed. So,
which one? The newest one?
Odyssey.
Odyssey, nice.
I already bought it. It's waiting to be downloaded.
Nice.
But I bought Spider-Man and Odyssey at the same time, so I played Spider-Man. I guess I downloaded Spider-Man first. So I was thinking we could play Spider-Man together, me and my kid, and then the whole shooting the hostage in the head got me second guessing everything. So I'm thinking I need to beat the game first, and then he can kind of swing around the city and beat up bad guys. I got to this point, this point where I'm like, should I start breaking down things for my child? Like, son, do you realize, or not realize, do you know why that happened? That's a bad man. That's a bad man.
Oh, yeah. Shut your mouth.
And that was a hostage. And sometimes bad people do bad things. That's what makes them bad. And they shot them. That's what Spider-Man fights for. He fights for justice. He tries to do the right thing and to avoid things like this happening in the future. So, what do you think? You're not a parent. Should I try to explain this to my child?
Yeah, it's the difference between good and bad.
Should I try to explain Spider-Man?
That's probably the top of the list of what it teach a kid. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I understand, like, try to teach like bad man thing, but should I let him play this game? Because I'm kind of like apprehensive about letting him even play this game.
Oh wow!
Now that I've seen what happens when you fail, when you're a goddamn noob and you can't finish the quest in one shot, and hostages get their brains blown out.
Yeah.
But I mean, even beyond that, it's like the MCU, the movies. Like he wants to watch Endgame and such.
Oh no!
And Thor chopping off Thanos' head.
No!
It should be a feel good moment. It's a feel good moment for anybody watching that.
No!
Never. I should never let him watch that, right? Or even like Civil War, when you're like Iron Man fighting Captain America. Like, I feel there's a lesson to be learned there. Like, sometimes as friends, you don't always agree on things. Yeah. But the thing they're not agreeing on is Bucky killed Iron Man's mom.
There's more to it than that, but sure.
But what I have to say is imagine, son, that I have, this guy that I don't know, murders your mom. And then my best friend, like, tells me, oh, yeah, Bucky, that guy's gone. We don't have to worry about him anymore. But he's harboring him. How would you feel? There's so many levels. Like, the MCU seems so innocent in a way.
Right.
but it's still at like having a 6-year-old who's so impressionable. It's like,
yeah.
I feel like I should just rip the Band-Aid off.
You should.
I feel like I should. I just show him the ways of the world, but I don't. I don't remember. When was the first time you think that you were confronted with a? I don't know. We had that childhood movie podcast, and you were like, "Oh yeah, fucking, I watched Freddy when I was like 5 years old. It was sick." I don't think you're the right person to talk to about it.
Nope, I am not. But we do have to end pretty quickly because, again, 2.5 hours, and I had a motherfucker of a time trying to get that file down from last week, compress it down so we can upload it. So,
I did it, guys. I made it so I never wants to go 4 hours again.
Exactly, I don't. Real quick, we'll see you next week. Bye. No, what was I gonna say? Yeah, no. Show him the MCU. Just say don't tell your mom. I'm gonna show you something, but you can't tell your mom. You can do that.
That's what. Hey, I had this conversation with her sister, my sister-in-law, earlier this weekend. I was like, hey, she said something that I like this thing on Instagram. It's called The Dad. It's a page that puts out dad memes, and for the most part, like people like when you tell someone you're a parent, it's like it blows their mind, and it was like how do you even do that? But the thing about it, and this page is teaching me, is there's literally no situation that I could ever experience with a child that has never been experienced before.
No.
There has been memes about literally everything. I see them and I screenshot them. I sent them to Carrie, and I'm like, there's this picture where it had Bane. You know that scene in Batman where he's like standing there, the waterfall's coming down.
Yeah.
This was like either before or after he broke Batman's back. But he's like standing there, arms out, and on the other side, it's supposed to be Batman walking. And it was just like, he's like, come at me, bro. But the meme is like Bane standing there. He says, stay out of the kitchen. And then on the other side, it's not Batman, but it's like this dude in a like a pink bunny suit, and he's like, no, my 3-year-old, no. There's no situation that has ever been experienced ever that's new to me that a parent hasn't experienced before. And it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. So there are answers out there, and I'll find them. And you are right. I should just rip the Band-Aid off. I should do it.
I
hope Carrie doesn't. Carrie, I'm sorry.
Stop listening.
Future Carrie, I'm sorry.
I have one more thing to show you. Remember back in the day when the internet sort of first got off the ground? It was became more. It was in your house. Everyone had it with the high-speed modem. One of the first things I sort of looked up or got interested in was the internet radio, where you could listen to any radio from anywhere in the world. And it was, it was janky from the very beginning. It took a while to buffer. It took forever to buffer, actually. But you could listen to like any radio station. I think it was called TuneIn Radio. You ever listen to TuneIn Radio?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, it was the first iteration of like internet radio. And somebody on Reddit the other day posted a thing, which is like TuneIn Radio. It is internet radio, but it's simplified and it is optimized to a point where you just point your cursor over to where you want to go and it'll just start playing. So let me show you my screen real quick. So this is a map of the world, little dots everywhere. And you can see, hold on, I'm hearing myself.
I see a giant crack in the ocean. Should I be concerned?
Yeah. So you just scroll and it'll start playing. Let me turn it up a little bit. Just buffers for like 2 seconds and it starts playing, which I think is the most impressive part of this. You go.
Oh, hold up.
What?
Where was that?
That was Spain?
Yeah, Spain?
Yeah.
And they're playing like Justin Bieber?
Yeah. It's worldwide, man.
Crazy. Well, I guess, yeah.
Talking Heads. So you go up to Greenland. I like Greenland's music. Not that. Which one? This one? Oh, no. Shit. Here we go. Iceland music is crazy.
That's dope. Yeah.
Isn't that where the that new movie with Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams? What's that one called?
What?
The new one.
I don't know.
Will Ferrell movie. Iceland. Eurovision Song Contest. It's the new one on Netflix.
Never even heard
You've never
of
heard
it.
of it? Oh, okay.
It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix,
I'll check it
yeah.
out.
So yeah, I just like the simplicity of it, like the intuitiveness of it. You literally
No,
just
for sure. Go to China.
You literally just scroll around the world.
Where is that coming from?
That's fucking. That was Northern Ireland.
I'm going there. Woo!
Glasgow.
That's incredible.
Yeah. No, it's just this is TuneIn Radio, but it's like, you know, it's so much easier to use. You just scroll, look in the map, and like, okay, what's playing here? And a buffer.
Man, look at that. Look at the map, though. You see all those green, but there's so much not green.
There's so much not green. Yeah. There's so many places that don't have radio stations.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
What are they playing in
China? Please.
China?
Please show me China.
Which is this China? China's on the top, right? Or is that Russia? This is Mongolia. Wow, there's nothing. You can't. There's no radio stations near China. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I feel like it was by design, like they're closed off.
Yeah. I see one. Where is it? Is this China?
There's a few. Yeah, I was thinking like propaganda stations or something like that.
Yeah. Nothing. There's no. I think this is China, right?
That's crazy.
What's down here? Beijing, China. Got it. Yeah. Okay. What's this?
You can't go Beijing. Beijing is like.
Yeah. You know. It's always this. So anytime you walk into a Chinese restaurant, it's always this type of music playing.
Same 5 songs.
Yeah. It's playing anything in North Korea? Anything coming out of North Korea? No.
I love China.
This is South Korea. Seoul, South Korea.
Well, South Korea had Psy though, right?
Psy, yeah.
Yeah. This makes sense.
K-pop.
Well, like you look at like you got South Korea, that's the one dot, but
One dot, yeah.
North Korea has nothing.
Yeah, well, it has multiple stations for South Korea.
Where? No, I said North Korea has nothing.
Nothing, yeah. What is this? Oh, Russia. I always like to go to the random ones, middle of nowhere.
That is weird though, how Russia kind of loops around the top of China.
Yeah.
Like even to the coast.
Well,
you wouldn't imagine Russia so close to Japan. I find that without Carrie here, geography, I really need to learn more geography.
Right? Wasn't what is that? This is part of Japan, or is it? Because there's that place. No, this is Russia.
No.
Look how
Is
close Russia is to Japan. Japan's right there.
Yeah,
Russia's
yeah,
like
that's
right there. Who's this?
That's nuts.
It is. So, anyways, I just want to show that because it's kind of mind blowing how
That's
far
cool.
we've come from
Yeah.
TuneIn Radio, where it took forever to buffer, and now it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to Alaska real quick, and it just plays super fast. This is Sandpoint, Alaska. So,
I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig this. I actually dig that.
So we're coming in 2 hours 42 minutes. So I believe that is all I have for this week.
Why is 242 the point that you want to?
42 is.
I feel like you just round up.
Yeah, 40.
I feel like you just round up at that point.
42 is the secret number of the universe, right? You ever
No.
read?
Is it?
Read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Hitchhiker? Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually was listening to a podcast about it recently.
Oh, yeah, which one?
What the hell was it? Was it The Wizard?
Wizard and the Bruiser?
Yeah.
Ah,
I think it was them. Hold on, let me double check.
sure. while you're doing that, I'll wrap it up. So yeah, watch Interstellar, very good movie. Martian is a very good movie. Meek's Cut Off is a very good movie.
Yeah, Wizard and the Bruiser.
Yes. Part of the LPN network.
You read that though, right? You read that book?
Yes. Yep.
I'm gonna go back and read that. That seemed. I remember finding it for the first time and was just like, a wizard stares off into the distance. He thinks of nothing. Like the way they end chapters. Yeah. I'm like, that's the first time I ever read a book like that. It was incredible. I want to go back and see if it holds up.
So come back next week. I'll have read at least The Hobbit. The Hobbit's only 11 hours, so that's not even one day of my work. I listen to stuff at 1.5 speed. That'll be like 1/3 of a day gone. So I'll probably
What's up? Stop. You're not going to listen to the whole thing in one day, are you?
Why wouldn't I?
No, you're not.
My job is...
You're not going to be able to take it in.
I work 12 hours. The book is only 11.
There should be some kind of study, all right, where
quick.
like, all right, after 3 hours, I'm no longer like invested in this story.
No.
Like, do you personally, like, how often? Well, besides video games, I suppose, how often has you ever gone past 3 hours listening to something?
Yeah, every day.
Bullshit.
Every day.
I mean, if
I
you
have
listen to this
podcasts that go a long time. Well, let me.
But you tune out, right?
No,
you tune out.
No.
You have to
I?
tune out. You can't listen to you can't hang on their words. It's not possible.
Sorry, I'm just closing the browser so I have better connection here.
Yeah, you scared me for a second.
Multiple times at work. I had a book. All of the Dune books were 18 hours long. I had to cut those up into chunks. By the end of the Dune books, I was ready to move on. So I guess there is that element of it when I'm just done with a fucking book after that long.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what?
there's a point at the end where you realize that you are ready to move on, but you stuck with you hung on their word. Like, you listened to everything they say for 11 hours straight.
Like, I listened to it and I absorbed it, and the way I know I absorbed it is because I listened to one of the Dune books on Tuesday, picked it up the next day. I scrolled back a little bit to make sure I got everything. I was like, yeah, I remember this. I completely remember this. And I was listening to another one. I went back to one of the first Dune books because I was looking for something, and I was like, oh yeah, this part is this part, and then the next part should be the next part. And yeah, I absorb the information. Like, you can't tell me that I'm not absorbing it because
No. You're right. Absorbing is a very accurate word to use, because I feel like I've done that like my entire life, where I haven't actually read things that people have told me to read, but there was like a point where it's just like I mean, I guess I read them, but I didn't read them. I can admit that. Like, it was kind of like I went on an autopilot. But then when someone says to me like, hey, like this part, and I'm like, explain it a little better, and then they explain it a little better, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, that's real. Like, do you think a little bit is somebody else filling in the blanks for you, or you filling in the blanks for yourself, and you think that you listen to the whole thing? Because I do this all the time. Like, I fill in the blanks. I even do it when you're talking to me, and it's only in the course of 5 minutes. I fill in the blanks. Yeah. I just assume that's the question you asked me, and then I answer it appropriately. Yeah. I feel I don't think that any kind of, especially in this time period where it's just like, podcasts usually go for like an hour, and we go for something like this. And even when you get like a 3-hour podcast, it's natural, buddy. You can say it. I'm not going to judge you, brother.
So, coming to the end here, I've been Damian.
I've been your Philistine troglodyte.
Can I say something? I've been Damian. He's been Dion. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
I'm Deej. I'm Deej. It's a new thing. Identity crisis.
Hold on, let me stop that before